Not even going to do the starting soon, but just going straight into like seeing our asshole faces.
Hold you heard him, boys.
Time to get canceled.
YouTube speedrun.
You got to subscribe to my OnlyFans for that.
Was it only $5.99, or are you one of those $16.99 people?
You got to subscribe to find out.
I didn't realize this was an astronomy thing. You guys about to see a black hole.
I have Inception paywalls.
Shit.
Like you get past the paywall, but it's blurry. Then you got to go through a whole other paywall. Yeah.
Oh, do you have like a multi-tiered subscription? Is that what it is?
Yes.
You're like tier 1 is only feet pics?
Mm-hmm. You don't realize it until you go through the first couple that it's going to be like that. And it's just like the Russian dolls. And you're just waiting to get to the middle.
You're like the fucking EA games of OnlyFans. It's like an extra $5 DLC per toe on the foot.
Microtransaction nudie pics.
Oh my god.
I love what you put for BHG.
Yeah.
What pools are you down?
He's dead to me.
Doc?
Do what now?
What pools are you down?
Just might. I thought it was 2, but speed, we're good. It's just might's at 0.
That's the only one I can't help you with.
Yeah. It's all good. I've never been debilitated in this game, so I'm kind of curious to see how it works.
I'll let you know now when we start. You're probably not going to have to worry about it. You're going to be getting a bit of a freebie on this one. Unless you really piss him off or something. Like, once again, I don't 100% know what you guys are going to do. You've done some brilliant and stupid things in the past. So,
like trying to take someone's finger.
Hey, I didn't try to take his finger. I did the responsible thing, and I said, let's try to steal his finger later, after I've thrown this by the party.
You know, in any other form of society, if you be like, I did the responsible thing and I said I'll try to take his finger later, like, that would still be a no-no.
Person's ugly and he's a little unhinged. It's fine. Things are fine.
Oh, ugly shaming. Got it.
And yet I'm the one with inability in social interactions.
I have inability in pleasant social interactions. Not all interactions, just pleasant ones.
He's good with the unpleasant ones.
Yeah. I can be a dick to people and like lie and stuff, but I can't like be nice.
Get all these popped out and easy to access. So for anyone watching this, Bad Hair Gaming is off getting his wick dipped with a girl. So he has decided to skip being in the game today. So I've written he's dead to me in his spot instead. So his character is just not here at the moment.
Man, what an intro.
The inspiration.
I don't think I've been on this earth for almost 41 years, and I don't think I've ever heard the term wick dip, and it might be my new favorite saying of all time.
This is not a stream for kids. I would like to remind anyone watching this, I do not make this family friendly or set for everybody. No. All right, there we go.
Oh.
How's everyone doing this week?
Priming for old Saint Nick over in my household.
Oh, yeah, we just had our Christmas party, like our friendsmas party yesterday. There was like fucking 30 of us.
Yeah, me and the wife have a Christmas party next Saturday night. That's the one we go to every year. It's always themed. So this year it's a Caribbean Christmas. So I took a spin at it where most folks are probably showing up in like floral shirts and stuff. I went the pirate route for Pirates of the Caribbean, and I got a pirate hat and a shirt.
I don't think we purposely theme ours, but if I had to go for like what the majority of us go as, it would be fat and crippled.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a work thing.
And hungry. Fat, crippled, and hungry, right?
Yeah.
Because you always show up to those things hungry.
You got a work thing?
Yeah, I got a work thing and a family thing. Work thing, we're wearing these ugly light up Christmas sweaters, and I'll probably wear them to the family thing too.
I don't think I'm getting anything this year. Work things in Toronto, so I'm not getting there, and the family thing is at one of the houses that is very hard for me to access right now. So, yeah, I don't think I'm getting any sort of Christmas this year.
Well,
Other than I have 10 days off, but
that's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
You'll be playing a lot of video games with us. That's basically the way it's going to work out. I don't do a lot of family
you guys
stuff,
will be
so-
all off to your Christmas stuff while I'm sitting at home playing video games.
I have work all of except 2 days through Christmas. Like I get like the 1 day off for like Christmas Day and then the 1 day off for New Year's,
Wow.
and that's it.
Is it Boxing Day also a holiday?
Some
I don't
places
think
it
for
is.
us.
Some places it's not.
I'm
It's
off
like a
from
business.
the
I think it
22nd
is.
all the way to the 2nd or 3rd of January, I think.
Yeah, I have Saturday technically. Although they'll let us go early Friday, the 22nd, up until the January 2nd off. I took the 27th, 28th, 29th off as vacation.
I'm a crippled that basically is self-employed, so I have whenever off. Do my own
It'll
thing.
just give me more time to play with like Photoshop and After Effects.
There you go. You can learn shit. I've been really delving into that lately. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Okay. Let me make sure music's not too high. A little bit high. There we go. All right. Let's get into this. So, micro recap again. And no, I've been trying to get you guys to do the recaps lately. What am I doing? I'm not doing the recaps. Who's doing the recap? Or am I picking somebody? Platt, you're doing the recap.
Me? Okay. Oh fuck. I barely remember what the hell happened. We got
We had the little skip
Teleport.
thing, right? That's where it started, at least.
Yeah, we got like teleported to like a fucking arena deathmatch type shenaniganary thing. And we had to kill some guy who like summoned skeletons and I think zombies as well. He had a bunch of shit. And we killed him, and Carson knocked some vampires into the arena, and then we killed them as well. And then the big guy was there, and he noticed Carson, and what the fuck? He gave us like some kind of deal, and we killed his elite guards, and I think now we get an audience with him. I can't remember.
Yeah,
Something
that's
to that
pretty
effect.
much the TLDR. Like during the initial conflict, because you guys realized that like time had passed, and when you had first left the YMCA building, you were like mentally mesmerized by like a vampire, and you come to find out you were like pets and being into this arena bullshit. And on this, you started getting into things, but like Carson went off to do his own thing while you guys were fighting for your lives, not helping you whatsoever at first, and going off to. At first, he like yeeted a couple of vampires over the railing, like into the arena. So that was like its own thing. But at one point, he also went up and he found that Randolph Amiri, the like vampire lord dude, was up there watching, and he spoke with them, and the fact that you guys were fighting like the priest dude and the skeletons, you were defeated those, and he made a deal with Carson. He's like, all right, instead of going and doing the next part like you were originally supposed to, which is going to be this like weird chase thing throughout the city, like you were going to be the rabbits, they were going to be the wolves situation. He's like, fine, I've got these like special elites. You defeat those, and I will grant you a peaceful audience. He basically said, and you did. Out came these blackguard individuals, which were no joke. I actually got a little worried as the GM there for a hot second, but you pulled it off. Cypher thankfully has a lot of checks and balances for players to do if they want to spend those resources, and you managed to take out these blackguards, and that's kind of where we left off. Doc was not having a pretty day of it, and I believe not Carson, Cash wasn't doing great either. Few of you were not doing the greatest. You were definitely a little running on empty. But the master was like, fine. And like everyone was like booing and like calling for your execution and stuff anyways. And he's like, silence, bring them. And you guys, that's kind of where we left off, is you guys were being led out. I imagine that Doc was probably being like half carried at this point. And that's where we had left off. Also, we had, I forget who mentioned it, but you guys had completely forgotten that Fido was with you. The black dog that you had sort of tamed before. And he's here, and he was a little less aura of depression magical dog, and he looked a little bit more, still evil, but like more regular dog, albeit slightly demonic. But yeah, so like you had Fido with you.
The first thing I'd like to do is look through that purse.
All right. Yeah, the purse. Okay, so you look through the purse, and I was actually going to have the purse just have a couple of random ciphers in there for you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Actors. I'm not giving you planetary teleportation.
Why not?
Why not?
All right. I'm terrible. All right. Let me open this up. Let me, no, then the other one's just shit. You don't want that. Detonation Sonic's pretty cool. What's this one do?
Yeah, I would start it too. I'd be like, no, like, you know, I just snuck off and pushed some vampires off a thing and stole a purse. Like, I'm doing fine.
Fine.
Turned our life from crime that quick, Carson? Oh my lord.
It's not a crime. It's not a crime if it's vampires, officer. There's no laws here.
You're stealing! What are you talking about?
Show me the vampire law then. Show me the vampire law. Have you been reading the vampire laws? Because I have. I know my rights here. I don't have any.
All right, there's a couple of manifest ciphers there. There's Detonation Sonic and a firebomb. She just had like some extra explosives in her purse, apparently.
Hell yeah.
So if you need ciphers, there's ciphers.
I will take one. Either one. Can I give the other one away?
Yeah, like they're manifest ciphers, so they're like physical, like grenades.
Okay.
But they still count towards your cipher count.
Yes, they do. They are ciphers.
I'm gonna take the Detonation Sonic one.
There's still a firebomb.
Yeah, I know that seems weird, but with Carson's rogue shit, I feel like a thing that can create a bunch of noise could be used for good things.
Yeah, I'm not getting rid of my sniper modules.
I don't blame you. I'll just like put this
anything off from anywhere.
I'll put this off to the side for now. Like you still have the purse with you, so we'll just say that you're actually. I'm going to let you sort of temporarily store this one extra cipher, like because you're carrying it with you. If you're not, if you don't use it by like the end of like this area, then it's just going to fade away somehow.
Cool.
All right. And it's with that you are led back now. You get to keep Fido with you, but at one point, as you approach the nature of everyone, these guys come by and I want to say like sniff you, which is disconcerting in its own way. And they react in various ways. Carson, and Doc, they recoil the most from you, startlingly not the most from Duke, but the most from you two. They sort of recoil a little bit, and then the rest of you, they seem intrigued. Duke, they actually seem the least amount of intrigued by you. They just like plug their noses and just, no, we're not smelling any further on that one. But yeah, however, when it comes to Cash, they smell something different. They say they wish to, something about him is familiar. There's mentions of the Daywalker and the Hunter and stuff like this, and they seem leery about him. So with Cash, they actually shackle him, and they say that like they're bringing him to the side. He's still with you guys, but he is being silenced and shackled to the side as a just in case, because they are leery about something about him.
That's not good.
That is when they bring you into, they lead you through the building and to this other area. Now, this doesn't look like the main, like it's like a main home or anything like that. Like this is just part of like the arena thing. But they've co-opted one of the larger offices or something like this. So it looks like it used to be, actually, this probably used to be one of the like rich people boxes, and they sort of bring you up. It's like, it's got like a glass wall. You can still see outside to the rest of the arena. You can see people milling about, a lot of people like leaving their seats and stuff. And in this like special box, there is an assortment, like a charcuterie board assortment of foods have been set out for you. And sitting on a chair to the side with some guards milling about is the main dude, Randolph.
Jack's gonna help himself to some of that charcuterie board.
We had like a private conversation before we enter in here, or did they just usher us right in?
Well, I don't know about private. You'll have guards with you like at all times, but if you want to like converse amongst yourselves while they're leading you, that you could.
Like lean in, kind of whisper to each other, kind of like
Sure.
low talking.
Does anybody else have any ideas here? I didn't think I'd get this far.
Just gonna shrug. I got nothing.
They put a collar on us. I was thinking maybe you just, I don't know, kill him.
Sorry about that.
Go.
I don't even know where we're going.
I've pretty much come out of demon form probably shortly after that fight.
Yeah, I assume.
Happened. And looking probably more worse for wear than anybody's seen me in quite some time, if ever. And I see the food and stuff, and I start just looking to be satiated. But while I'm eating, I want to use.
Well, before we get to the eating part, because I know that Carson wanted to like do like a little conversation on the walk there.
Yes. Oh,
so
okay. So we're not there yet.
You're not
in
there
the room
yet.
of the food.
We're back.
Okay,
we're backdating a couple of minutes just because he's like, "What are we gonna do?" and like panicking as you like walk up to the room.
Yeah, I fully disclosed that I have no idea what I'm doing. I just said words, and now we're here.
Yeah.
Deal.
Why don't we just fucking ask the guy?
There's Fido.
Fido's going nuts, man.
And like, what if he's like, you're gonna be my slaves forever, and like.
Then I mean, I probably just turn hostile immediately and fight to the death in that
I
room.
think we all die fighting at that point, right?
They already threw Cash in chains. Like, we got to get him out of here. I'm not just gonna let us walk away.
You seem kind of, what do you call it? Taken by our eagerness to fight, or you know, our toughness. Maybe if we're just like, hey, bro, why don't you give us a finger and then you can chase us out of the city, and winner gets to keep it.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
You think he's just gonna give up his finger?
Or like, we don't even need his finger. I was just saying his finger because like, it's quick and it has enough blood in it that we can drench the token. If he just is willing to drench the token, then that's fucking cool, dude. He doesn't need to lose his finger.
I don't know how honest I feel like we should be with this guy though about the tokens and whatnot.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm more along the lines of trying to figure out a clever way to get him to give his finger up in some sort of bargaining chip or some kind of payment, maybe just for entertaining the audience, maybe.
Okay, you got 2 minutes to think of the script that you're going to pitch, because once I walk into that room, it's going to be so hard not to jump into a blind fury of rage and kill everybody. I mean, I'm chill. I just don't feel like talking.
You said there's people that can hear us, or no? I don't even know how blunt
there's
I can
some
be right
guards leading you that you're pretty sure are vampiric in nature. You have no idea if they're like listening in on your whispers or not.
Okay. I need to satiate first before I make any conversational pieces, but I should be able to lead you to what I'm planning conversationally if you pay attention.
Do you want some of this old pepperoni that's in my pocket?
Right now, I mean, I would definitely eat dog food.
I pull out this like big hunk of pepperoni. It's like that thick around, and it's obviously been in there for a while. Here you go, man.
Yeah.
I start snacking on it immediately.
All right. Yeah, it's got that like where it's like been like bleeding the grease out of it over time because it's kind of been there in his pocket. So like you open it, like there's like grease pouring out. It's got that like shriveled, slightly like dried because the air's gotten to it, but it's still kind of edible. Like it's not moldy or anything.
I think I'm just delirious enough to not pay attention to the details of what I'm eating, but I'm definitely probably still tasting the
and I think like at the point that you first start like taking your first bite of this kind of disappointing pepperoni is like when the door opens and there's this like smell of all of these fresh meats and cheeses and breads and everything like this like wafting towards you.
I just like book it for the food.
All right. Randolph, he says, come in. You'll want to restore yourselves, eat, fatten yourselves up, so to speak.
Who you call
right away, I go to that spread and I drop the pepperoni and start chowing down. Is there any liquid type stuff on the table?
Yeah, he's got mostly water, but there's some small like jugs of like juice of some kind there as well.
Yeah, I would look for something a little bit cloudier, I think, just for the sake of trying to be inconspicuous.
So as everyone sort of like eats and rests and everything, it feels extra restorative, like more so than you would think. And you can actually even physically feel like wounds that you've kind of like covered the bandage and stuff like that, like it itching, like being like it becoming itchy. And as you look, they're closing up. Go ahead and restore as you're eating. Restore all of your pool points back to maximum.
Oh, way better than I thought.
I definitely would have crept up, grabbed a little plate of food, and started munching with Doc.
Your recovery roll,
man, I didn't think about it.
Any reused recovery rolls are still used, but your pool points are back.
Amazing.
I love that.
I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna stuff my pockets full of food.
So to go, huh?
After Doc like snacks a couple times, he then like gathers himself as he feels like the itchiness and stuff like begin to subside from the wounds closing.
Okay.
He'll make a plate and a cup of juice and kind of step back into like the second tier of however we're standing. Surely we're not shoulder to shoulder, but not in the forefront.
No, it's one of those like really big boxes that goes like fairly deep, so that there's normally supposed to be like tables of foods and snacks for the rich people, and then it's near the front, like the back of the box, which I guess would be the front of the box, near the windows that like all the seating actually is.
Yeah, perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I have a Cypher that I'm gonna kind of dump into my OJ. I just picture it as like a liquid, like vial of sorts. This little intellect booster Cypher that essentially adds an intellect edge for an hour.
Oh shit, let's go.
So I'm just gonna put some of that in my OJ and be sipping on it in the background and snacking.
Yeah.
I'll jump in.
Not a
next
bad time for it, that's for sure.
I'll see Doc like creep behind, like he's going back, and I'll kind of sneak up behind him, and can I show him like just this hunk of metal I got? It's a Cypher uninterruptible power source.
Sure, yeah.
Basically, the idea, I'm like, Doc, can you make this into like a weapon or like a hand, and maybe we can convince this vampire to, give us his hand, and we'll give him this weapon.
I can certainly take a look at it. I'll sit down with whatever this thing looks like and start dissecting its parts and mechanics and whatnot, and see what I can't come up with.
Looking at it now, it's a fairly complicated device. You're not sure if you're going to have the time needed to take this apart, as you've got this man like staring at you guys. Like he seems very intrigued by you eating. And so
I see.
you feel the social pressure of like, okay, maybe I don't have the like hour needed to reverse engineer a piece of electronic equipment.
Is anybody else not eating?
Well, you guys are the only people in here you think would eat. You can't see the guards' faces, so you don't know if they're vampires, but they're not eating. And the only other person here that isn't like masked in some way is Randolph, and does not seem to have food of any kind.
I'm just gonna like nudge Jack while he's like grabbing salamis and cheeses and whatever, and be like, and I'm like clutching revenge like my crossbow, and I'm like, why are you drinking the Kool-Aid, dude?
Fucking thirsty.
Don't fucking drink the Kool-Aid, dude. What the fuck are you guys doing? These are bloodthirsty fucking monsters.
Wait,
Why
there's
you-
Kool-Aid? Where's the Kool-Aid?
Duke, get your fucking gun ready. I'm ready. I'm about to start blasting.
What? There's
You gotta
food.
try this hot salami. Here, it's
No,
so
fucking
good.
Pop.
I'm gonna try the hot salami.
I'll
Oh,
pass.
it's so good. Oh my god. Haven't eaten like this in a long time. It's like a king.
Oh, that fucking.
Look, my gun's always ready, but I'm fucking hungry, and these guys are probably gonna eat us at some point. So, like, I'm not gonna turn down a fucking. Look at this spread, bro. There's like
That's what they're
7
giving you the fucking spread.
pieces.
The salmon's from Italy. You should try it. It's been specially
Shut
imported.
the fuck up. I mean, yeah, dude. Salmon. Yeah, all right.
Gosh, you should try this salmon. It's delicious. Leo's just going in.
You see, Carson is just like body language. Everything is on the verge of snapping.
I try the salmon.
Jack's like, so, Mr. Vampire guy here.
Mr. Amiri. Well, Prince Amiri, technically.
Yeah, your royaltiness. Since we, killed those guys, obviously that's super impressive. We're clearly no normal flumps. Do you want to just give us like a vial of your blood and we'll fuck off?
Wow.
We can do that thing where you chase us through the city.
That is quite an
Winner keeps
ass.
the vial.
That's right on time I would do what I'm trying to do.
You don't really know much about us, apparently. That giving away our blood willingly like that is like giving away power. Tell me, you do not seem like the normal pets we have in these areas. What makes you special? Where do you come from?
Actually, we come from a place that's kind of similar to this, I guess. A little different. Pretty far away, though.
Like
And I don't know, I've always just been built differently.
another continent? 'Cause you do
Yeah,
not
yeah.
sound foreign.
Canada.
That
Like way
nuclear
north.
wasteland?
What?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not from Canada. What are you talking about?
What the fuck
Yeah,
up?
where it's cold.
Well, it's especially cold since the nuclear winters, yes.
Yeah, you gotta be tough to survive out there. That's, breed strong people.
That's why we made short work of your guards there.
I see. I see.
Have you ever fought a radioactive moose before? You thought they were big before the fucking nukes dropped.
Some of them got 5 horns.
Now, you wouldn't be lying to me, would you? There wouldn't be senses of interdimensional magics about you.
I don't know. Can you sense interdimensional magic? Does magic even exist?
Yeah.
Do I look magical to you? I mean, look at me.
You not necessarily so much, no.
What's in the salami? I mean, thank you for the salami.
Yes, I don't really make foods myself. I don't know what is in salami. Presumably one or more animals.
Yeah, I think that checks out.
It's delicious. As I'm like chewing with them.
Like, I don't really care, but did you just make everybody eat people? Is this people salami?
No. What? No, we eat the people. I would not feed people to other people. That's our food
I don't think it would
source.
taste right either.
Yeah, they don't feed people to other people.
You get to eat the hoofed creatures and such.
Leo would stop for a second as they said human and keep eating, like, just keep going, doesn't even care.
You've never stopped.
It's time for truthsies. And mayhaps I will give you what you want if you give me some information. Where are you from?
All right, we call it Earth 1.
I don't think you can handle the truth.
Specifically, we're from... Oh, fuck, what is the name of... It's in Nevada. It's,
Golconda.
Golconda. No, we're from Golconda, Nevada. I lied about being from Canada, yeah.
Earth
Kinda close to
1.
there.
So you're not from this world.
No.
Well, you've answered my questions quite well for now. Before we get on questions, guards, I don't need you anymore. They're impressive against what I sent against them, but they would have nothing against me. You can leave us for now. And whatever ones survive my social etiquette, you can take back to the pits after. Go. And the guards leave.
I like the sound of that.
And he says loudly, now, before I devour you out of pure spite for daring to speak to me, what do you want to know?
Honestly, we just want some blood.
Like, all I really, really wanted, and like why I've been kind of quiet, is because like you're just so cool, and like I want to be a vampire someday, and like that's why I snuck up on you and shit. I know that's kind of like a hard transition to make, but like I'm not asking for that today. All I'd like today is to shake your hand.
Well, you're all asking for my blood or bits of my body parts, and you want to shake my hand.
No, they're asking for your body parts. They're fucking weirdos. I've been sitting here quiet.
That seems suspect, to say the least. Why do you want my blood?
I needed to dose something to get somewhere else. As I'm eating more. I don't care. I just... He said to be truthful. What are you talking about?
He gets up, he crosses the room passing you guys, goes over and like locks the door. It's just like a little like slide bolt thing. And then he goes over and he's like, and tell me, where are you bringing this? Where are you going? And he's like unzipping a duffel bag and like rummaging through it.
But you want the whole ass story. You want the full lore.
The full
Prince
lore.
Vampire Man.
Yes, please.
There's oh fuck, what's the name of the world-eating thing that we're running from right now? Basically, there's this giant monster that eats planets, and
Leviathan,
we're on
I
the
think?
run from it. And yeah, if we don't solve this quest, it's just gonna eat every planet out there. Your planet, our planet, every other planet.
So you're on
And we
some
need the
sort
blood
of
an elder vampire to stop it.
you're on some sort of adventure or something.
Yeah, more or less. That's
And
why
as
we're
he's
here.
looking and talking to you, he starts to unbutton his shirt and undo his belt. Interesting.
Oh, hot. Look, man. I don't think you understand the full gravity of the situation here.
I don't think he gives a shit.
I'm
First of all,
starting to, and he takes off like he's now like half naked. He's taking off his shirts and stuff.
I said I have my back to him.
Don't swing that way, guy.
I never turned to him even when I was talking. I'm just eating.
Yeah, nom nom nom.
Yep.
We're
Yeah,
traveling.
simmer down there, Brad Pitt.
We're traveling dimensions
Uh-huh.
in order to save all of these fucking places, including this rat shithole that you fucking rule over in your little pissant feudalism way.
Well,
You
I
think
don't
we care
rule
about
over.
you or any of your little powers? Nah, dude. You're just another monster in the way of what we're trying to do, which is save my grandma. And
Save your grandma. I like it. He starts to pull on a pair of blue jeans.
what is he putting on blue jeans?
You got a grandma? And man, what do you?
No, I've not had a grandmother for thousands of years. Orange shirt or the gray hoodie? I'm thinking the hoodie.
I use mind reading on him. I
Mind
know what
reading.
he's thinking right now.
You have mind reading powers? Let's go.
I do.
You do.
Professor
All right.
X.
Read the surface thoughts of a creature within short range, even if you. Okay, you're still gonna have to make a roll for it. It's an intellect roll. Not gonna be easy, although you've got an astounding edge right now, so you might as well spend that effort.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't read Duke's mind. All it'll be like, oh, this is delightful.
We're gonna go 2 points of effort, 3 levels of edge, full send, bud.
Hey, not a bad roll. All right. Yeah, difficulty 6. You got it. Oddly enough, I figured he'd be more resistant to mental intrusion, but he's not. Yeah, the surface thoughts that you're getting from him are, oh, thank fuck, a way out of this fucking hellscape. They're going to find out any day I'm not even supposed to be the rightful prince.
Perfect. I'll chime in on that thought almost immediately, and
Okay.
I'll say, hey, who's the rightful prince here?
Oh, you're a sneaky one. I'm going to like traveling with you.
If you're not the rightful prince, then
Yeah, we're gonna
what
keep
makes
our-
you think that we'll want you to travel with us?
We're
Are you a
gonna-
fraud?
We're keeping our voices down now. Yes.
Fuck are you?
So I am a master vampire. I am an ancient vampire. That is not a lie. However, I'm not supposed to be in this position, and I'm not maybe as ancient as I like to let on. And yes, I do go by the name Randolph Amiri. Now I don't see a reason to go back to my original name, but the original Randolph Amiri was actually, you see, to become a prince in our world, you must defeat the previous prince. I was the servant of Mr. Amiri. And he defeated the previous prince, but he was also sort of slain at the same time.
And then you took on his
I-
identity,
all-
and now you're here.
All of
to
the
defraud
guards
entire
came in, and they didn't understand that I wasn't Amiri. They kind of assumed
How
I
long has
was.
this been going on?
About 75 years.
So you're not just a piece of shit, you're a lying piece of shit too.
All right, here's how it's gonna work. Who's got the thing? Who's got the key?
I think Doc has the keys, no?
Doc, give me the blood thing.
Yeah, I do have the coin. I'll hand it to him.
Jack pulls out his knife and he's like, "You're gonna cut yourself and spill your blood on this thing, and if anything happens, we're gonna help you."
You need to make a promise to me first that you are going to try your
gonna
best
help
to
you?
take me with you.
Fuck no, dude. Nah, no fucking way. Fuck that. Nope.
I need to nope out of here.
Here's
See-
the thing.
you see, the emperor, like the one in charge of all the princes for like this half of the globe, has decided that this is the decade that she's coming here to reside for a while. She's going to realize I'm a fraud. I need to
Yeah,
get
your
out.
Canada's really nice this time of year. That's your problem.
This guy's kind of fucked.
Well, you needing the
I'm-
blood
I'm
of one of
gonna-
my kind is your problem, and you don't have a tool that could cut me.
I'll let you travel with us if you drink from me.
What? No.
What?
What?
But
You want me to drink?
feed off of you have a meal off of me, and you can
this is
travel
when
with
I
us.
this is when I turn around and be like, "What the fuck are you wearing?"
That seems
Why did you switch to blue jeans for all this?
that is back. Well, I'm doing that because I figured you were going to sneak me out somehow. I even have a baseball cap, something called the Dodgers.
Oh,
Are you
Yeah,
are you afraid to feed from me?
No, don't.
Too soon, Ked. Too soon. Sorry.
Ouch.
Cash became a vampire through the font of inspiration. If you become this guy's vampire, you're not going to be more powerful. This is just some pissant.
I'm not gonna. I don't think he'll feed from me.
Well, I'm
after he
still
saw what
a
I turned
master.
into.
I'm just not like one of the like the more important ones. I'm still.
I think you're afraid. I think you're
I mean-
afraid of what might happen to you if you fed from me.
No, I'm just confused. I fully expected you to have said the opposite of that you wanted to feed from me.
We just want your blood. We don't want to taste it.
If you drink his blood, you might get cool powers, though.
Well, I'm not offering for
font
him
for
to
that.
drink blood. Why do you want me to drink your blood? Is it because
I don't think you will.
is it because of
I think you're
the
afraid of
taint that I smell inside of you?
You said taint.
You could smell his taint.
It's fucked up.
I can smell his
Consensus.
taint. Pretty much any vampire around here could smell that style of taint from here. Vampirism is a form of demonism, in a way.
So, like, can you
What's
drink
going on
his
people's
blood?
taints, man?
I think he's just curious as to what would happen if you did.
Well, I mean, if his internal conflicts wishes to press upon me, I dare say I'm not a nobody. I'm just not the master that people around here think I am. His will probably lose. But if you want me to drink from you, and that's the only caveat, I'm fine. I'm happy
No.
for that.
No,
No, the
I'm
caveat
fully-
is we need some of your blood.
I'm fully off board of this idea.
I'm gonna go with the gray hoodie.
Off board.
Off board. I'm off swimming. I'm rejecting the life raft. There's no way I'm letting this motherfucker. This guy probably knows Diaviki personally.
You know Diaviki?
Diaviki. There's a
Diaviki.
name I've not heard for a long time.
But you've heard it.
I have. It's an ancient, one of the truly elder ancient vampires, the Methuselahs. That it was. We are not sure if he was defeated or some reason that he had somehow found a way from this mortal world to somewhere else. We're not sure.
No, he's definitely around. He's alive somewhere, somehow, dude.
Okay.
turned
I've never met him.
Fucking ugly. You never met him. You just.
No. I've heard of him. He was famous, like a vampiric pop star.
Wait, haven't you always been ugly?
Duke, not this ugly. I was so pretty before. The whole thing was like, let's go to the jail world. And I'm like, I'm too pretty for the jail world. And then I fucking turn into this. And I pull my mask down and it's just deformed levels of ugly.
Oh my gosh.
I can roll for it.
Is that a tumor?
Cover yourself up, Carson.
No, this is what these fucking people did to me.
Oh my
I'm not
gosh.
fucking standing here while we entertain the idea of taking on one of them.
Well, it's a good thing you don't have a
was
job where you
really
need to like interface with people.
Yeah, it's a pretty fucking good thing, isn't it there, Rudolph?
I mean, it wasn't this guy
Randolph.
specifically.
Rudolph.
Yeah, but it kind of was, dude.
But I don't think. Well, how?
All vampires are connected in their interring of fucking vampirism. They all got it from like the one true vampire, didn't they? And then they all fucking spread it out like incest.
No, that's
I
not
guess, but
true.
wouldn't that make it like a vampire like family tree? And what if this guy's in like a different family tree from like, the vampire that gave it to you kind of thing?
They're still connected.
He's
Yeah, but
actually
is it really
he's got
his
it
fault?
in one. He's a different vampire lineage than I am.
Are you still gonna eat people? If we bring you back, are you gonna be at
Well-
Timeborn just fucking eating people?
I don't. Oh, Timeborn. I like the sound of that place. Well, I mean, normally I personally get consent first. It's a pleasurable experience for them, and I usually give them all sorts of gifts and comfortable livings in response.
I'm sure we can set up like a blood bank type deal or something at Timeborn. There's enough humans around to just get like a little. It'll be like a juice box, but full of blood for you. We'll get fridger full of them for you.
There we go. Yeah. I'm tired of this place. I've ruled over this area for 75 years. I'm several thousand years old, and honestly, there's nothing to do. We won. I mean, not even really a resistance anymore. The robotic ninja thing, we pretty much are on the verge of winning that. They're not really a factor anymore.
Are you going to try to win wherever we take you?
Oh, no, I'm not one of the ambitious sorts. I kind of fell upwards.
They just kind of fell into the servant gig accidentally.
Yeah. Failed up, if you will. No, low ambition is me. I'll tell you what.
Didn't the Mantis say something about no vampires in Timeborn? Or am I going crazy?
Yeah, there's no vampires in Timeborn, but they didn't say there couldn't be vampires in Timeborn, I don't think.
Yeah, they just said there weren't any in Timeborn. I don't think they said no vampires allowed.
You just take your fangs out, pass them to Carson. You're going on a vampire anymore.
Yeah,
Right?
all right.
Him?
Yeah, I walk up with pliers.
You're
I
not.
say,
No, you're not getting my fangs.
Well, they're going to know you're a vampire with one look.
You're not my only plan for escape. So there's going to have to be some give here.
what's your other
Can you
plan?
hide your fangs?
I'm willing to pay you in the blood that you need. I mean, that's a pretty big ask for an elder
Obviously-
vampire.
But obviously we have some information and some travelings that you have you have privy to that you want. So like we can get you to safety. So the thing is, you're gonna have to help us out. Specifically, I want to find Javiki and stop being fucking ugly.
Oh, I could help you with any information or research on them if you wish. Like I said, I've never met them. I know rumors and such. There's no chance in hell we're getting to any of the research in research materials that are squirreled away within the vampiric libraries.
There's information in the vampiric libraries, you say?
Yes.
But why can't we break into them?
I mean, some of the oldest, most powerful vampire are there.
Why
And-
couldn't you go get it?
Well, I mean, I don't have access, and I had no other need to go there, so I've never gone there in the past. Plus, I mean, Stockholm is so far of a travel.
Is that the name of the town, Stockholm?
Yes. City.
But like
It's in Sweden.
you're
Yes,
Prince
correct.
Rudolph. It's in Sweden?
Yes, Stockholm, Sweden.
I was stationed there once for about 2 months as like a training program.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you have to fight the Swedes?
Cross moving water either, so I think he's kind of stuck here.
Well, I mean, air travel, but it's still a pain in the ass.
Why?
You fly across the ocean.
What? Why? Have you ever been through the vampiric TSA?
No.
Terrible.
Who needs the TSA? I just fly planes.
But everybody has a pilot's license.
I don't have one.
I want to fly a plane.
I raise my hand. I'm like, I do.
You got to show me how to fly a plane.
I can do that.
Listen, there are vampires that are so incredibly powerful and frightening that they might as well be gods.
And is that what Daviki is?
You struggled against my pets. You couldn't
I want to
even
see
take
stuff.
me on if you'd wanted to.
I think we could.
We'll just jump up and gang up on you.
Look, I'd rather he just gives us the blood and we leave, but, you know, I mean, we can fight him if you want. Fuck.
No, I'm pretty sure this dude's super powerful, and we're kind of lucky that we're not fighting right now. Especially if he's shirtless with blue jeans on. It's kind of terrifying.
Oh, he's wearing the gray
I'm just
hoodie
gonna-
now.
Oh,
I'm just going back to stuffing my pockets full of food.
Oh, and he's putting on a pair of like slightly off pink runners as well.
Yeah.
He looks
We'll
like an
get you out of-
undercover FBI agent at this moment.
We'll get you out of the city, but like, you got to help me find this vampire and exact my revenge on him.
I mean, that's something to do.
Yeah.
Like,
Jack, tell
I
him
just don't
dress
want to deal with the
blood.
Emperor here, plus I'm bored as fuck in this world. If there's other worlds with shit to do, sure. I'll help.
Yeah, I think there's plenty of cool shit on Time Board. It's just like a collective of random fucking people and things from everywhere. It's crazy.
All right.
So, like, do you have any plan on how you want to escape, or?
Well, see, here's the thing. I accepted the role of prince, and there's some weird magics that happen with that. I am physically unable to harm my underlings, even though they cannot harm me as well. But they can theoretically restrain me, and they would be just powerful enough that if they ganged up on me, could possibly restrain me long enough to alert the Emperor. So I was hoping you might have a way to sneak me out. Some ideas.
Oh yeah.
Because my powers do not work on my other lessers.
Okay, so I got two plans for this. First one is fast and loud. Second one is slow and quiet.
Why
Well,
not fast and quiet?
Well, because the plan A requires driving Ensign through the arena.
Where's our cars?
I don't know where your cars are, but I'm pretty sure I can just contact mine by beep beep. He drives himself.
The one that was your master had your vehicles on the side. It was ready for the phase 2 of the arena thing for the chase. They've been cared for, tended. They're gassed up and everything. Oil's changed and such. Your master there had them locked up and gated.
Master.
You're the one
Whatever, just
who
fucking-
mentally dominated you and brought you in.
Oh yeah, who was that? I need his name for reasons.
Oh, I don't remember what his name is. I'm sorry, and I've already had him killed.
See, this is why
Alright,
we
well, then I
should-
guess Jack, like, you see Jack's like holding a book and a pencil, and he's like, "All right, well that settles that," and he like puts the book away.
Oh yes, and he like snaps his fingers, and all of like your like friendship collars unbuckle.
Nice.
Dope. Yeah, that's why we shouldn't trust vampires, though. We looked at one, and then we ended up in the death arena. And now we're trusting one, and he's putting on fucking pink runners.
Yeah, but you
Wha-
took our friendship colors off.
Well, it was these
Yeah,
are the
true.
neon
And
green
told us where our
ones.
cars are.
You should wear one of the neon green ones and one of the pink ones. I'm
Well, I
just
didn't
saying
bring
I
the
don't
neon
like you,
green
but
ones because it didn't make any sense to bring the neon green ones. I brought the pink ones. Because these are loafers, and I figured I'd have to be doing some running.
Yeah,
Oh.
fair. All right, so I mean, I'm not leaving here without my bike.
Because
No.
we're going fast and loud.
Yeah, all of your vehicles are. I know where they are. I can lead you to them if.
We can take it slow and quiet until we find the bike, but
I'm going to be perfectly honest here once again. Sort of failed upwards. I am an ancient and powerful vampire. Not a very good thinker or planner. I've always just kind of. I was a librarian before I was turned, and I didn't really leave the library after. So, not really good at interacting with others. The only reason I've lasted as long as in the prince role as I have is I kind of act all surly so that they like are afraid of me and such because they think I'm like one of the super elder, like super powerful ones.
you're putting on a show, right?
Yes. I'm going to be perfectly honest, not really a tactician or a planner. I'm not good at these things. I'm better if I'm given jobs to do. So that's why I need a little bit of assistance.
What if you put on the show a little bit longer, act like we're your prisoners, and we just walk out of here, sneak down to the cars?
That's an interesting hypothesis, and I don't think anyone's ever done something like that before. We should put that in a story of some kind. Pretend prisoners. I like it.
we put our friendship collars back on, and you could start to lead us. But like,
Leave them unlocked.
You said Canada is a nuclear waste land here, correct?
Well, yes, during the initial war, when our kind came out, I mean, we retreated to a lot of northern areas because less sunlight for longer parts of the year and stuff. And then due to the fact that there was that issue where we were breeding a few too many of us at one time, they just decided it was easier to try and nuke us to get us out of the way, not realizing we still had masters everywhere else. So, yes, a lot of the northern countries took a bit of a hit. Not going to lie.
how good at lying are you?
Oh, not too bad. I've survived this long with people thinking I'm much more competent than I am.
He's about 75 years. That's pretty good.
Yes, as Prince, yes.
Yeah, what's another 10 minutes?
Really though.
Just put on your take off those fucking pink sneakers and put your frilly shoes back on,
Oh,
and we can.
my old outfit. Yes, I guess I will pack these in the duffel bag for the trip later.
We'll grab the duffel bag. Don't worry.
'Cause I'm going to be honest, it's that sweatshirt and jeans much more comfortable than what I was wearing. I don't understand why I didn't wear those all the time.
It looks itchy and hard to move in, but like it does look cool, I guess.
Yeah, it's all about props. All right, very well. Yes. 1 second, and he starts getting dressed in front of you again. Gets like back into his like vampire outfit.
Is there anything that we can do in this place to cause a little chaos? Like, can we?
Several grenades.
That's good. That's a good start. I
I
like
have a
where
flashbang and something else. I think the other
Oh.
one's like an actual frag.
again you're like the prince, kind of like the leader of this place. Can we like open up the barracks? Can we open up the brig and just release all the people pets who are going to be fighting?
Well,
And
that's
cause
on
like
the
a riot?
It's on the opposite side as the vehicles, for obvious safety reasons. So, I mean, I can't. Wouldn't it be a little suspect if I ordered them to just open them up?
Yeah, if you're leaving anyways.
You don't have like that lock app?
Yeah.
No,
Or you can just
no,
click a
it's
couple things and
it's pretty. I want to say mechanical, manual, if you will.
It's a little detour then. So
I'm very confused. Are we having trouble with the people that follow you, with them questioning what we would be doing? Do they question you often, or can we just go?
All the time. Vampire Society is quite paranoid. They're always looking for a way to step up.
And when they question you in any other circumstance, how do you lead them? You've just been failing upwards this whole time? Just making shit up?
Oh, I set a lot of traps to make myself look more powerful than I am. Like, I'm fairly powerful, but some of them are pretty close to my level. So I need to make sure that if I need to deal with anyone due to incompetence or disloyalty, that I do so with a little bit of help. But you see, this train station turned battle area is not my normal hangouts, if you will. So I don't really have a lot of support here.
Hold on, I got probably the most important question of them all. Where's the washroom?
Oh, there's an adjacent one right there.
All right.
That's not a closet. That's a washroom.
And I'll like run to the washroom.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, setting everyone free might be a bit of a thing since it is on the opposite end of this little compound.
yeah, if it's not like something that you can use your weight to do, then we shouldn't go out of our way to do it. I was just thinking of a way to like create a bit of chaos so they're less likely to be paranoid about you.
I mean, how would I go about ordering such a thing without them wondering why?
Tell them that we gave you information about the resistance coming from the south and you need all hands on deck or something.
But why would releasing prisoners help that?
You know, do that after.
use the prisoners like frontline soldiers.
I mean, we don't even need the prisoners for that one. You could just say that. You could be like, they're attacking from the opposite side the cars are on. Go fucking deal with them while me, the important prince, runs away, because that's what leaders do.
That's really good. You
Sounds like something you've done before, probably.
You're devious. I'd like it. Never done a lot of devious things, and I dare say I've not really been much of a scoundrel, despite being as old as I am. It's like books.
I don't believe you.
All right, fine. Yes, that sounds
really
good.
Randolph.
No, anybody who hasn't done a bunch of devious shit never has to say, I'm not the kind of person who does devious shit. It's something that they call convincing statements, and police use it in the read technique. That's why you always need to express your rights and not do police interrogations.
And I did mention earlier, Randolph's not my name, but it's the one I've accepted now.
Yeah, it's not Randolph, it was Rudolph.
It's not Rudolph either.
I thought, Carson, that's what he said.
Yeah, Rudy.
It's Randolph Amiri.
What's your actual name?
Well, I've accepted Randolph for over a century now. Well, almost a century. We're gonna go with that. Fine. All right. So that sounds like a convincing plan. I'm going to tell them that I have gotten information, and I'm going to send everyone out to hunt them down nearby who were to be rescued or stuff, and I will personally lead you to, interrogate you further back at my domicile, and then bring you down to the car park.
Yeah, I think that would work just fine. We just need to get out of here, right? Then once we're out of here, we should be fine. Nobody will follow us, presumably. They'll all be elsewhere.
Here's hoping. All right, fine. In that case, yes. Is everyone ready? Keep your collars on. You don't have to snap them shut. Just keep them on so it looks like they're on, please. Thank you.
I don't know.
Our friend Cash already looks the part. He's already in chains.
Oh yes, I mean he like unlocks the chains, but like Cash keeps them on for now. He seems oddly quiet tonight, just deep in thought.
I'm not like a good person or anything.
Oh, that's
and
good.
Like I understand the multiverse is the multiverse, but something's got me fucked up about a bunch of locked up people in this place that I could do something about. I can kind of like contact Ensign to get him where I need him to be. I think I'm gonna go and try to release these people and escape the other side of the building.
Carson, there's a bigger picture, man. There's a lot going on.
How difficult are the locks of the doors that these people are behind?
Not terribly so.
What if I sent my familiar to go and pick the locks?
You could try to send a pet for. Listen, do you guys do if you really want them to be able to escape? Would you be happy if I were to maybe before we leave call one of the prisoners here, secretly give them a key so that they can escape on their own? I mean, we are about to send all of the guards away.
Yes, that is a fucking great idea. You said you weren't an idea person, Rudy.
Well, I'm not completely brain dead.
All right, I can live with that. That's a lot better than risking my fucking life. I really don't want to die, especially to some fucking cunt vampires.
Get all those people to the Timeborn right now.
I presumably need you individuals to get me away from this accursed world, so I'm trying to be helpful.
Once they're out there, they're on their own, but it's a better life than fucking what they got now.
Oh, I know for a fact a good few of them were working with the resistance. They'll be able to find the ninjas before we know it. Very well. And he like opens the door and he's like, "Guards, get me one of the prisoners." And he like describes one. After a while, one comes up and like that exchange basically happens where he brings in, no guards are in with you guys. He like rummages through for like, he looks like he's like a master key for like all the locks in like the prison area. And he's like, "Did you want to explain and or convince them that this isn't something fucked up?"
Oh, this is definitely something fucked up. But listen, this is a chance for you to kill some fucking vampires and get a little bit of revenge for the people that you know that have been killed by these vampires. For all the misdeeds and messed up things that the vampires have done, this is the time. And I'm going to hand him one of the hammers and stakes I took from the Roadhouse from Isha.
Okay. Yeah.
Drive one of these to one of their hearts for me, my dude.
It's like an individual. He's wearing like a dirtied white shirt and like a red trucker's hat. He takes the stakes, takes the key, and he's like, "Oh boy, so this just means we can just fuck off out of here?"
Yep. Open up the place, free all the other prisoners, and all y'all can just run on out of here.
Well, shucks, dude. Thanks.
No problem.
Yeah, he sent off, and then Amiri actually asks for one of the vampires by name, who is sent in, and you can hear him. He like takes them off to the side as if to like hush and whisper so you don't hear, but he knows exactly how much to speak to that you can still hear him, and you can hear him explaining the plan in this like hushed, not hushed tone of he's like mesmerized you individuals and extracted the information, and the fact that there is an incoming force and attacks, maybe the last ones in the city nearby, and all forces, 100% of them, since the prisoners are obviously fine by themselves, all of our forces should rally to this position and finally wipe them out once and for all before the Emperor visits. And it seems convincing. The guy's like, yes, sir. And you like, as soon as he goes out, that you can hear him starting to yell and like rally, like there's boots like traveling in all directions, and you can hear them like all meeting up. You can even see them sort of like meet up in the central area of the arena. All of these forces, even vampires that like weren't in a uniform or anything, sort of like forming up with them, and they all begin to leave. Well, that seems to work.
Perfect.
All right, let's fucking go.
Yes.
Have you ever questioned, your plans when you come up with something like this, to where maybe like that 1 in a million chance you're actually right with the false information, and they are actually down there about to attack from the south, and we just basically gave the vampires what they needed to completely annihilate.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
That's just how my brain works.
We're going.
Think and move, Doc.
You're negative, Nelly. That's what you are.
Who, him?
Yeah. So
He thinks too much.
with that, he leads you guys down to like the garage area. It's got like big like shutter doors that are down, but he like puts in a code, and you hear like as they like begin to go up. And he pulls out like a key ring that's like, he's like wipes some blood off of it, and then he starts like going, your keys for the various vehicles are on here.
Duke walks out of the washroom and is like, where's everyone?
Gets on his bike.
No, you're obviously with them.
That would have been funny though.
I'll go climb in the Ford Chevy, I guess.
Jack's like, what do we have? We have like Jack tells Fido to get in like one of the four doors.
Fido can roll with me, but fucking Rudy can't.
Yeah. Jack will be like, Fido, you sit with Carson. Be good.
Oh yes, the black dog. I was surprised to have seen that you've managed to bind one long term like that. It's lost some of its abilities, but it's interesting to see that you've gotten that. Quite the menagerie you're collecting.
Yeah, I tamed him. I have a way with animals. Mostly ones that are dead inside like me, but
Yes. Well, I mean, it's actually more of a form of a demon than an animal, but yeah.
Wouldn't be
he's
the
cute.
first demon I've befriended.
What did you name him?
Fido.
Fido? Does Fido like pepperoni? You like pepperoni, Fido?
You just hear a woof.
Does he eat the pepperoni though?
Yeah, you hand him pepperoni, he eats it.
Who knew? Demons like pepperoni. Wild.
Yeah. And he just like gets into like the back of the one truck or anything. Although you swear just for a moment, you hear like the corner of your mind, thank you.
Was that you, Ensign?
There's nothing.
Nothing. All right. So how does this work? How do we leave?
I guess
Like a thing we use to open a portal and drive through it? Fucking Back to the Future style?
I have to drive the other car because someone's not here.
Yeah. Or well, he's technically here. I guess he could be driving, or you could drive.
driving.
Hey, Duke, you want me to ride shotgun with you?
No.
You guys do have the token to get back to, like, you can get back to Timeborn. That's no problem. You have the ability to do so. Or if you wanted to just go straight to the Sanguine, you could see if you can convince him to give your blood now, or give his blood now. It's up to you kind of which direction you're going. Hell, you could go to one of the other places for all I care. Where do you guys see yourselves going? Or are you staying in this world for a moment?
Jack wants to get the blood from the guy before we leave. I don't
And,
see
like,
any other reason why we should stay.
Yeah, do we
I
have
don't
any
see a reason to go back to Timeborn either.
Yeah, like we could stop for some more quesadilla
Don't we have to bring
pizzas.
this guy back to Timeborn. Like we're basically going back to Timeborn to drop this guy off, and then we're
Oh
going.
yeah, yeah.
We're
You
not
don't.
worried about this.
He just said he wanted to go to another world. Why don't we just take him to Sanguine?
Well, like he owes me a favor now, so I want him in Timeborn to like research Yaviki and figure shit out for me, or maybe he can do that.
I think he
just,
wants to
other
get
place.
away from vampires too.
I just want away from here. I don't care where you take me.
There's a library in Timeborn.
Well, he owes us a favor, so why don't we get him set up in Timeborn?
That library shit,
I can make it good.
Yeah.
especially the
Good
doors.
luck into the doors. Yeah.
Okay, you discuss that. I actually need the washroom, so go ahead and discuss amongst yourselves, and
I hate
I
the
will be
doors.
right back.
Of that library greatly.
The door is shit. What do you?
The doors, dude. Like Jim Morrison.
Carson, were you getting high again?
Nah, dude. As I put like my strawberry vape underneath my little mask.
So, regardless of where we go, I think we should get the guy's blood first, anyways, because we literally need it.
I don't think we have a reason to go back to Timeborn, and for this guy, once we have the blood, everybody else in the group doesn't give a fuck about him, but like I want him around because he owes me the Yaviki information. So
Yeah,
I
but
can keep-
like, my only thing is, we don't know. We didn't really mention about bringing other people back to Timeborn to Mantis, and what if that goes over like a box of rocks?
so
you
you're
know?
saying that we should like go back to Timeborn, like how when you run in the house when you were a kid and like, hey, can my
Drop
friend
him
come
off
over?
at Sanguine. Drop him off at Sanguine. Say, hey, chill here for a little
Well,
bit.
okay,
We'll be back.
We could bring him back, and if they say, "Hey, he can't stay here," then we go, "Okay, we'll bring him somewhere else or something." I don't know.
No, I think
Like I said,
kind of
why don't we drop him off at that library?
I kind of want him close by. I've been to the library, dude. There's not much on Yaviki. I want him close by because he knows he's like connected with vampires. He knows the lore. He knows the etiquette. He knows the
he's a
world.
librarian. He knows the librarian etiquette, dude.
You got to think though.
I like Doc's line.
Wherever we decide to take him, he could choose to leave. Whenever he wishes. It's not like we have him under lock and key.
That's true.
Well, if he doesn't do what we want, I'm going back to Earth 2 and I'm fucking snitching on him.
Plus, I mean,
I'll be right there with you,
Timeborn-
bud. I'll be right. I got to
Timeborn-
see how that works out.
Timeborn's at least like a relatively safe place where we could keep tabs on him. You know what I mean? We drop him off on the
I
seal of
do
blood.
feel like Timeborn has more powerful people than this pipsqueak.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But like, how are we going to
But
Get
get his
him-
blood first.
get him to give us information when we're in this Shangwin place and he's in Timeborn?
We just,
You know what I mean?
we just leave.
Maybe just bring him with us.
Fucking,
That's what I'm pitching. I think we should just bring him.
Bring him with us to Sanguine, like Doc was saying.
he just wants to leave.
Go
He doesn't-
straight to
yeah.
Sanguine.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to go back to Timeborn. My grandma's not even there.
Get this guy's blood first, though, before we do anything.
Yeah, I got the
Just
pizza
can't
cutter
go to
ready.
Penguin without it.
You're gonna extract blood with a pizza cutter? It's not tomato sauce.
That's how I was gonna get his finger off.
He said we couldn't cut him with any weapons we had.
He's never
You
seen
use
a
a
pizza
pizza
cutter
cutter?
before. You think a vampire knows what a pizza cutter is?
I've
that's true. What if
seen
it's like
a pizza
God-killing
cutter
weapon?
before. I can hear you. And
Oh.
I've seen a pizza cutter. We have this chain, you probably haven't heard of it. It's called Pizza Planet. A lot of the
hate
humans
it.
still use it.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Who do
we've
you
heard
got?
of Pizza Planet. There's actually one on Timeborn. Anyways,
Oh,
blood now. As
oh,
soon as you
yeah.
give us the blood, we leave.
Oh, yeah, of course, of course.
Doc, you got a vial or some shit we can keep it
Pizza
in?
Planet?
Or flash it
No,
on
let's go fucking visit Vampire Pizza Planet.
What, right now? You
Doc.
hungry?
Doc, or fucking Duke, if I get you some margarita pizzas, you're gonna give me those fucking vampire teeth? I've had enough of today.
No.
Fuck.
Do you need me to drive?
No?
Why do you want those teeth, Duke?
What? Because I earned them. They're mine. No one can have them. They're mine. My stuff.
Make like a necklace. Get a vampire teeth necklace going.
No. That's just weird.
No, I've been putting them in my crossbow here because, like, the teeth represent my way of dealing with the darkness that the vampires have bestowed upon me. Like, I need them as a kind of like a reminder to constantly be fighting back so I don't fall to fucking pieces.
Did you put the ones from the vampire I killed on there?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Can't you just take a picture of it and like store it like on
No.
your hard drive with all of your alien information? Just
No,
go
and once
put it
I
in one spot?
and once I've collected enough vampire teeth, I'm going to make them into arrows, load them in this bow, and shoot Diabiki right in his fucking nutsack. That's why I want those vampire teeth, dude.
I kind of want to see it now, so I'm kind of on team get the teeth. So
So
you
how about
convinced
we-
me.
How about
What's
I
wrong
whip
with
you?
teeth?
How about I take you down to Pizza Planet, and I will steal whatever pizzas you want, anything
No,
you
get your
want.
own
Those are my teeth.
No,
I dropped
no.
that guy off the building.
I killed it. It's mine.
I threw him onto the thing. They're mine.
That's my kill.
Like, I get that you've been through hell, and I can't imagine what it's like to be like homeless and be a war vet, so everybody looks at you like you're fucking useless. But I know that you ain't fucking useless, and I know there's more going on in there, some trauma, some flashbacks, some shit like that. But I'm not looking for like your pity or your sympathy. I'm looking for a tiny bit of empathy.
Have you talked to Duke before? That doesn't exist.
Duke says things if you read between the lines, man.
yeah. The lines of his shotgun bullets.
Whoever the vampire is, and he's like knocks on the door, and he's like, blood in the vial while they're doing this. He's like fucking impatient.
Randolph, like you ask him for his blood, he's like, well, we do need to get out of here, and he like takes his fang and he like cuts like the palm of his hand, and he's like, where do you need it?
You could like, or Jack like taps on like Doc's shoulder, or where goes to wherever the hell Doc is, and he's like, give me the key.
Yeah, I gave it to you already. I gave it to you back there.
Jack pulls the key out then instead. He doesn't go over to Doc. He pulls the key out, I guess, because he had it, and he's like, here. Pour on this. I don't know.
All right.
Carson,
Sure.
I'm just staring at Duke with my hand up.
So Jack,
I just get into the other car.
you have him cover this thing in blood, and as soon as he does, it begins to vibrate and glow red. This like it sends out like this like light which begins to sort of fracture reality in front of you, creating like almost like a gateway immediately.
Okay, Jack's like, all right, y'all can stop fucking arguing about goddamn teeth. We'll go on a collecting spree.
No, I'm just gonna sleight of hand this teeth out of his pocket at this point if he's being that stubborn. It's not even a conversation. Carson's just gonna rob him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can certainly try, sure.
Difficulty 7.
So you were trying to sleight of hand what? Sorry, I was like reading something
The
while you
teeth.
guys are arguing. Whose teeth?
The vampire teeth that he stole from me.
I didn't steal anything from you. Like, my mind's directly on the teeth right now, and you're gonna try and steal something that I'm like paying attention to?
No, you said you were walking away getting in the car. When you walk away to get in the car, I'm just gonna whoop. Said you weren't paying attention to my long rambling thing about why I want the vampire teeth and going in depth and like, you know, bringing up your shit too.
Duke,
So I'm just gonna steal them.
I'll need an intellect task to defend against this. Like perception would make sense. Give yourself like an asset on it. Because like you were just thinking of them, so it's like you're still a little aware.
Let's see if I have any. No, that's a niche. Danger sense is a niche.
Yeah, this gives you a thing on initiative, like an asset.
What's this?
Oh yeah, you don't really have like a perception-based thing.
I do have hand to eye, which is kind of the exact same thing that he's doing. Would that be
An asset on pickpocketing, lockpicking, agility? It's more about like your hand-to-eye coordination, not necessarily the tactics of someone else doing something like that to you. I'm still going to say at this point it's just an intellect. I'll still give you the asset though.
I'm surprised he can find it in all the food that's also in my pockets and stuff.
Well, I mean that's what his role was for, right? You got a 7.
So it's, you giving me an asset on it, you said?
Yeah, you get an asset on it.
That's all I got. I don't have anything.
All right. You don't notice him like take them from you. It's not to say that you won't notice later, but you do have a lot of shit, so you probably don't like exactly take inventory often, but you don't notice them at the moment. If the topic comes up again, I mean, you're going to know. And I'm going to say it's going to be pretty fucking obvious what happened as well, most likely. But in the meantime, you are all like sort of wowed by the fact that like a reddish fracture in reality is opening up in front of you. And you're all kind of like racing to get your vehicles.
What is Randolph's reaction to it when the blood hits the coin or the key?
Very excited. I mean, like it looks like it. He's only just learning that there's like other worlds of existence, and now within like less than half an hour later, he's traveling to one. So that's pretty fucking exciting, and he's wanted to get out of this area, so he's very happy about that. He's not trying to hide it. He's not even like trying to make himself like look like cool master vampire. It's very much like round-eyed, like surprised kid being like, oh boy. Yeah. All right. I'm assuming everyone gets in their vehicles and are driving through this new planar pathway. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So once again, these don't work like just like a portal per se. It's they open up pathways between the different dimensions that you actually have to like go through, drive through. Thankfully, they are large enough that you can like get the vehicles down them and such. As you do, like you see aspects and flitting images of other dimensions as you sort of travel through them. It's almost like you're walking along a path or riding along a path that hovers above these planes of existence. Like you might see a forest below you and then a cityscape and then like a wasteland and things like this. Sometimes you pass through different environments as water and fog and everything like and eventually it coalesces and there is a flash and activate. Cool. So you're in your vehicles, which I did say your vehicles adapt to the environments you go into, even if you don't adapt immediately. There's a pre-written description for traveling here. Here we are. Path of the Planebreaker. A sloshing, salty sea of blood-warm fluid envelops you. The fluid is transparent but hazed red, limiting vision to a couple of 100 feet. A distant, regular beat throbs through the fluid every few seconds, thudding directly against your skin and bones. Each beat is accompanied by a languid pulse of light, illuminating a vast wood of leafless foliage rising up from the spongy flesh-like ground. Here and there, strange bulbous creatures swim through the fluid like alien fish. your vehicles kind of adapt. They don't become airtight or anything per se, as like you struggle for a second before you realize you can breathe this fluid. But the vehicles become like aquatic in ways, like the tires sort of like shrink in, and there's like propellers behind them and such now.
So they're like kind of like a hovercraft, like that you'd see on like Louisiana swamps.
Yeah.
Are we just like in a blood vessel? Is that what this is?
It's like you're in a giant fucking vein.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I got,
Randolph
too.
actually slightly, whose vehicle is Randolph in? I forget.
Probably ours.
Okay, so he's in the Oldsmobile.
I thought he would ride with Carson, right?
No, definitely
No?
not.
No.
You think
He's holding
Carson's
on.
letting a vampire in his BMW?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, Fido's allowed in the car, the dog,
so
but not him.
Duke, you're the main one that notices. Technically, Cash notices as well. But Randolph actually damages the door a little bit. It doesn't look like he means to, but he is positively vibrating, and in his excitement has like grabbed and crushed part of the door, as the vampire is completely submerged in this blood-like fluid.
Well, if anyone would be pissed, it'd be Cash.
Ash is probably also going crazy because he's a fucking vampire too.
Cash is also probably feeling pretty fucking good, like cranks to 11 right now.
Oh god, I'm in the car of vampires.
Stuck in a car with only human and 2 vampires.
And it's Duke.
He's like holding the shotgun, like
Oh, we're just gonna hear like gunshots from the other car in a few moments.
You guys need to calm your shit. Why are you breaking things back there? Stop it.
Sorry. It's this place. I did not know there were entire dimensions of blood. So Cash, say Duke, Randolph, Jack would be by himself, and then I guess it would be Carson, Doc, and Leo in the other car. Okay.
And the dog.
Oh, and the
Yeah,
dog.
Fido as well.
And the dog. Right. Pets. So yeah, you are in this floating vehicle in this like giant vein of some kind. Now it's not quite like this picture. Like I said, like you're hovering in what feels like the sky, quote unquote, with this forest of like fleshy tendril things below you.
this is hell, Carson.
No,
This is definitely hell.
no, I drove through hell once. It wasn't like this.
It's true.
Yeah, no, this is like. I think we're in a person. I think we're like in a vein of a dude, probably.
And they look out the window, like, looking up and looking down, like a person. Shit.
I'm gonna like take a peek around, like skirt around a little bit. Is there anything around here that looks like it's a threat or going to be an immediate threat?
It's hard to gauge. Everything here is very alien in nature. The things that are floating around, some of them look almost fish-like. Some of them almost look like what you would expect to see under a microscope, but much larger. And they'll have things like little claws or teeth. Like you think they have defense mechanisms or offense mechanisms. You're not sure. This is very much out of your wheelhouse.
Carson is gonna like throw his hand up in like a circle motion and then like do a J spin and like stop along kind of like the shore of this tube, and just so everybody can stop together.
And like you're in a slightly smaller one that like it's still more than mass enough to fit all of the vehicles and then several times over. But you can see like it's a network of these fleshy tunnels, and you can see like they're like in front of you. You don't know if it's a tunnel or an open cavern or a vast environment or what, but this forest of fleshy tendrils like opens up in front of you into something so large that because of the haze of the red, you can't see the edges of it.
So, guys, I think we're in an episode of the Magic School Bus. Y'all ever watch that show?
Yeah.
I think we got Miss Frizzled.
That's why I became a doctor.
Oh, well, then you're the Miss Frizzle. Enjoy.
Yeah, so like... What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Doc, you're a doc. Where are we? What part of the body is this?
Doesn't look like any body parts I've seen unless he's got a really big leg.
Fuck.
It depends on the size of the creature that we're inside of.
We're talking about like walkie-talkies.
Okay,
or
what do you
something.
think's more likely? Do you think we're in a giant creature, or do you think we got shrunk? Yeah, just like hypothetically.
Well, like, I don't feel shrunk, you know?
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, same. Definitely a giant creature.
Do I feel shrunk?
I know you wanted to bring me to a different world, but I think I'd be fine staying here, especially if we find if there's residents of some kind, someone to interact with. My
No.
gosh, I feel
You-
good.
You have to help me find Yavki.
But we
I
can
think if
come.
we leave him here, he'll never leave.
We can come back here, right?
Of course.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
As long as we have your blood, we can come back here.
I'd
I
very
think
like
that's how it works.
if we could make this maybe a vacation spot in the future. That'd be great. That'd be great.
I don't want to be here again. This is creepy.
And like, even though,
No,
like I
that's
said, it's
fair.
clear enough that you can kind of see through it up to like so many, like so far away, like it's still very much you're breathing in and swimming in a blood, the viscous blood. It just happens to be slightly more clear. It's got a coppery taste to it. As it goes drifts through your nostrils, it's horrifying. Like it's blood going down the back of your throat. It feels slick and sticky and viscous.
It feels gross, guys.
We're like submerged entirely in it.
Yeah. There's no
The
air.
vehicles-
You're breathing in blood.
Jack is probably like, since we're pulled over, he probably like out of habit goes to like grab his pack of smokes to like light one up, but then realizes like they're just submerged in blood, and he just looks at the pack.
Yeah, it's like all wobbly. Like the end breaks off, and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, like
Doc
this,
seems completely
like,
unfazed
frozen
by
kind
this.
of.
Because I have an enabler called adaptation that says I can always breathe in any environment, even in the vacuum of space.
Well, you're all breathing
Oh, yeah.
fine, anyways.
Okay.
You're a little more comfortable. Like your body adapts a little bit better. Like maybe you're like they're slightly uncomfortable when they breathe, but you're perfectly fine with it. You can move around in it fine, stuff like that.
Okay.
So I think, like, I guess we drive down this tube until we find where it leads to.
What are you here for?
The toe of God.
Was that this place? Toe of God?
Yes.
Are we in
Yeah.
God?
We gotta get to the toe. We are in God. Holy shit.
Okay, that makes sense. So the lock is in the toe of the god. All right.
So,
Well, so we have to figure out where the fuck we are, and then which direction leads to the toe.
exactly, dude. But, like, right now we're in a tunnel. So there's either that way or that way.
All I know
Randolph,
about blood is. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say Randolph looks down at like the weird fleshy tendril forest thing, and he goes, "If this is God, he's got a cholesterol problem."
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, it looks kind of fucking gross in here. It looks like a horror movie.
So I think we should just travel down one of these tubes.
Okay.
As
The only
Carson,
thing I know about fucking the like blood in the body is like less blood at the extremities, so maybe try and find like somewhere where there's less pressure. Or something. I don't fucking know, man.
Perhaps. I mean, I don't think an air pocket, because I mean that would probably mean the dying.
Yeah.
yeah, like, but right now we're in a tube. So unless somebody has like a better idea of to go up or down, and I start doing like a burnout in the blood a little bit.
Oh, I have tracking. Can I track down like where the toe is or where we are in the body? Like use that, but I don't know if
That'd be pretty far fetched. I mean, I would always let you try to roll it, but I'm gonna let you know now that is not gonna be an easy thing to connect.
I mean,
What if we try to cut through the walls or try to ram the vehicles to the roof or the ground? There's got to be, you know, if it's a body or a vessel, it's got to be easy to get through.
hop out of it, and then what?
And go to the toe.
We'll be able to see the body, or at least, you know, see what we're dealing with. I don't know. Or we could just drive, like Carson said, drive that way or drive that way, like south or north.
I'm completely out of my element here. Driving one direction sounds kind of less dangerous than breaking through the walls.
But to cut the toe off anyway, but yeah.
Well, just think of it
I see
this
your
way.
point.
It's like if we try and break through the walls, the body might be like, oh, it's being attacked, and then, you know, immune systems are a thing.
Oh.
Maybe we just lay low and try to not cause up a ruckus. You know, we are like a foreign entity inside this being. Just think of the immune system as the cops, and you know what I say? Fuck cops. I don't talk to cops.
Yeah, I don't answer questions. All right. As you see, Carson is like just shamelessly putting these vampire teeth into his crossbow. And I throw it onto my passenger seat. I do like a little burnout thing, then I go the opposite direction. Like, keep up.
Okay.
Attempts to keep up.
Yeah. Cash would very much like. I mean, there's no squealing sound or anything like that. It's just a constant, like, once again, you feel the thrumming pulse of like this massive circulatory system. So like, and it's really slow because of the massive size. Like it happens like only a few times every, say, like 30 seconds. So it's just every once in a while you hear like a but
Does
you guys
the
go the other way.
beating sound closer or further as we continue? Because I think we want to move away from it, right?
It doesn't
The toe's pretty
seem
far from the heart.
it doesn't seem to really be diminishing or increasing in any way. With how massive this is, you don't know how long you're going to have to
It's
travel.
hard to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna get so the main people sort of driving. Carson, you're kind of in the lead right now, right? Like you're the one that squealed away first.
Yeah.
Squelched away.
Squelched away.
Squelched away first. Squanched.
Launch.
Yeah. So Carson, I'm going to get you to do this for me then. I would like an intellect task from you, please. This is perception based. Difficult. You can do it without effort, but it's not the easiest in the world. It's pretty difficult.
Difficulty 7.
That is more than enough. All right. Let's move you down a little bit here. Let's do this. So you were here. Knowing Jack, he was probably right behind. And
most
with
likely.
Cash and Duke and your vampire buddy sort of like taking up the rear. All right. And then yeah, you're all set for that. The puppy in the car. All right. I don't know which I should throw at you here. We're going to give you a choice. Carson, you're the one that is driving into this. Actually, no, you already rolled. Let's give someone else an idea here. Leo. Would you like the first choice or the second choice? Which do you think sounds better to you?
I'll take the second choice.
The second choice? Okay, that sounds good to me. I like it. All right. Doc, can you roll a D3 for me, please?
Really?
Or D6 divided by 2. Like,
yeah,
either way. So a 2 plus 1. Nope, just a 2. All right, I like it. Excellent. So here's what happens. Carson, you're driving along this area. You're the one sort of leading the pack at the moment. You're going through the various like strange blood tubes, open areas of these like squishy tendril forests of like these weird cancerous growths or something coming off of the sides. There's these blobby fish-like things swimming past you. Once in a while, one of them might be like bounce off your vehicle or even attached to it for a second before like getting ripped off and just like floating away. Most of them don't seem to be too dexterous. They kind of go forth with the beating and sloshing of the medium that you're traveling through. As you travel through, you even find that sometimes driving in it can be a little bit difficult because for a moment, it's like you're speeding up and then you slow down and even move backwards a little bit and then you move up again. And then it's this rhythmic pulsing of the fluid medium that you're going through is very, very difficult. But it is slow enough that it doesn't thrash you around or throw you off too much or anything. It's just, it's something that you have to plan for now and again. Now, you're keen-eyed enough that as you go through and you go down an area, there's a spot that's a bit foggier, and you're like, at first, you're just like, oh, whatever, it's just this, like, blood liquid stuff that's getting a little foggier, until you realize it's in 2 distinct patches. And, in fact, there is something dangerous getting in the way. And actually, you should have been, like, bigger. So I'm going to make these, like... 2 by 2. There's just these like cloudy, hazy things. And as you go to just like drive around them, that's when you notice that they actually begin to move towards you in some way. So I am going to add them, and I am going to need initiatives from everybody, please.
Oh, shit.
Now for Fido, who's taking responsibility for Fido? Who's going to be the bonded owner for Fido?
Jack, I think, because he kind of trained Fido.
Could I get my new token on the scene?
Oh, is this not the new one?
No, it's Carson 2 that's a new one.
Oh. I set this up a while ago, so it was probably before you had that. Carson. Carson's face. Carson the old. Is this it? That's it.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, is this the right dock? That's not even the right dock. Whoops.
Is there GM intrusions on initiative rolls?
There is. All right, that's the right dock. Doc, there was also, by the way, there was an update to the way tags work that makes it so much simpler now. So you can either change your form in the tags area like we did before, or in your abilities in the demon shape now. There's actually 4 buttons at the bottom for like demon, firebat, human, and ice wolf.
Oh, that's clever. I like that.
He's replaced it. We no longer have to do like type into the description like the tag and stuff like that. Tags now just work by like you make them, and now just things have a button you can click. It's so much easier.
I need a new token as well.
Excellent.
I know we can hide the archive. Oh, is that not the right Jack? Sorry. Yeah, I set this up. I set this scene up a while ago.
No worries.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There you go. There you go. Now you should have the correct ones. And then Cash is too busy driving this vehicle, and him and Ameri are just like they're basically all drugged up from the fucking blood that they're not actively in this combat. It's like they're high. So the 2 vampire bros are just watching as a result. Yeah. All right. There we go. What do we need? We just need Doc, I think, and then we are good.
I rolled, if that's what you're wondering. I rolled, and then you switch the tokens, maybe.
That could be.
My token wasn't switched to the new card either, but
for.
I believe I rolled a 2.
What did you roll?
Rolled a 2.
Oh,
I rolled a 2.
Jack was this 6.
I'll roll again if you just want me to roll it again.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it for some reason.
I messed up my roll.
When I rolled, it said Doc William Trace 2 is not an active token on the field. Is what it said when I rolled.
That's why. Okay, I see. So I just didn't realize it. Yeah, go ahead and do the reroll.
Rolled a what do you call it? I rolled the wrong thing when I rolled that 6, so it didn't include my +1 from my initiative thing, but I don't think it changes the turn order. So
wait, it's not me rolling the wrong stuff this time?
Yeah, I know, right?
Rolling anything starting with an I.
Why is he intimidating the initial roll?
Okay, so there's these 2 things coming in. Carson, you're the first one to react. Actually, the one of them would be slightly further off. One of them is closer. So Carson, you're the first one to react because you're driving in, and suddenly like these things start heading towards you. These large cloudy areas that it's like shimmering haze within. It's very hard to see at first, but then you realize that's not right, and it's following you.
And like, is it ahead of me or is it behind me?
They were ahead of you. Like you were going to drive right into them and realize, I don't want to do that. And you started to like try to like move over so you would drive past them, but they seem to be trying to get in your way to like envelop the vehicle as you drive down this direction. So think of like the north, like the top is like the direction you're going.
Carson is going to pull to his left and go up the tube a little bit, then pull down and like keep going back and forth, kind of like a half pipe. And at the moment that I intercept with them, I want to try to go all the way around the tube and have them kind of like confused and trying to chase me specifically. More so I want to use my driving to try to outmaneuver them and like have them think that they're going to get me, but get out of the way so they're more on me than they are other people.
I like it. All right. Yeah. So we will treat this as a conflict situation for doing this. So go ahead and roll a speed task, any driving skills that you have, and we will determine that to influence what presence they have left on the scene. 4 is not quite enough to influence this part of the scene, like just shy. You're muted, I think.
We are going to XP to reroll. God
Okay,
damn.
XP to reroll. I like it.
No.
Oh yeah, and I forgot. Didn't someone have like a nat 1 on their Leo? Right. I'm gonna deal with that in a second. I forgot. You mentioned it, and I forgot about it. You're right.
This car's doing bad.
All right. So GM intrusion. Yeah, we accepting that?
Yep,
Okay. Awesome sauce.
we are.
Awesome sauce. Okay, so I am going to say, you guys, you went to the side of the tunnel with this vehicle. You're like, I'm gonna do this like cool like full half pipe thing to get around them and like get out of the way and shit like that. But there's all these like weird fleshy protrusions, and it's not at all like a road or a track or anything, and you hit something and it actually sends you into this like violent spin. So everyone in the vehicle is going to have issues basically, and to make things a little bit harder if you're in the vehicle. But you especially are going to have a harder time getting control of the vehicle afterwards as you're spinning, and we'll see if you run into stuff after. Leo, you know what? Leo, you had a GM intrusion on your initiative. Were you accepting that? Because you could have re-rolled if you'd wanted to. If you're accepting it, I have something.
I'll accept it.
Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to connect them together. Leo, as he goes into this like violent tailspin thing, you were getting ready to like roll down the window, like shoot out or something, and you get violently ejected from the vehicle. Actually, let's throw you this way.
Getting ready to like climb out on the car or like the submarine thing and shoot out. And then just like as he's turning, it's like launched out.
Buckle up, officer. Buckle up.
You just hear me.
You blame him. That's excellent.
Hungry Haze 1. So I'm gonna say that this like goes to the vehicle, and Carson, would your window be up or down? If it's down, it's going after you, but if it's up, it's probably going to go after the car.
Carson vapes. Yeah, the window would be down.
Down? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I would like... Okay, this is actually going to be so basically it begins to flood into the car, sort of like surrounding the area that you're in as it begins. It's like superheated. You realize why it was shimmery and hazy now is whatever is causing this area to be shimmery and hazy is the fact that it's superheating the blood environment around it, and that's what's enveloping you at the moment. So I'm thinking this is going to be a might defense from you, please.
Might defense.
Can I use the get down Cypher and redirect the attack to myself?
Oh, yeah, I can't see why not. Get down, Mr. President.
Like after we hit this tailspin, I see this hazard like creature coming after Carson who's driving the vehicle.
And you get armor against it too, which is pretty cool. Okay, yeah. It's like the opposite of like the action, which normally gives you extra damage. You'll take less damage. Yeah, okay. So it says it redirects it to you, so you still get a chance to defend against it. So this is it's going to be a might defense for you. So like first of all, what exactly happened that you're like taking this for him from this like hazy heat blood stuff?
So I'm assuming it's attacking him through the window because you asked if the window was down.
Yes.
So Doc being in the passenger seat, when we're like once he hits the bump and we start spinning like a tailspin, I feel like all control of the vehicle is lost. So I literally just slam Carson back against the seat and like start to climb through the window. Like I'm about to climb out of the vehicle myself. and just jump in front of whatever this attack might be.
Shit. All right. I like it. All right. Go ahead and roll a might defense for me, please.
Right. I'm gonna use that XP to reroll that.
Okay.
Oh fuck! Our rerolls are terrible.
Wow, guys.
The ones
This is-
full
This is
force.
fucking exciting night. Okay. All right. And we're accepting that, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I mean, 3 for 3 GM intrusion, right? Let's
All
just
right.
see what.
Let's
what we
fucking
have
go.
it.
All right.
Our car is doing so bad. So bad.
Like the rest of you just watch the car explode.
Yeah, Jack was like just following, and then like in a matter of minutes, they were going like normal, and now just suddenly it's all kind of shit.
Jack sees Carson or Leo flying. Just
Yeah, like Leo gets fucking ejected. Everybody. It's like Fido, no!
All right.
So
So
buckled up in the front seat. He's
first of
good.
all, Doc, you are going to take, you'll take less because of the Cypher. And you have Ward, which is also going to protect you, but the leather jacket won't. So you're actually only going to take 2 might out of this,
Bad.
which is not too bad. But I am going to say that like the pressure differential of like the superheated blood and everything is like, as the hungry haze here, like, retreats a little bit after it like attempts to damage the inside of the vehicle, it like suctions you out with it, so you're also sort of like out of the vehicle, free floating and like near this superheated blood, like you could feel it like shimmering near you.
Perfect.
And that is going to be that. Yeah, I like it. I was originally going to give you a GM intrusion for that, but this way I didn't have to pay you experience. It was great. So
I paid you instead to give
Yeah.
you the GM intrusion.
yeah, so this one was heading down to Leo, but it's taking its entire turn just to move. They don't move very quickly. Jack.
Yeah, I mean, nope. All right. Jack's going to shoot the. Jack's gonna shoot the one that's on Doc because he's worried about Fido, dude.
Okay. All right. This is with the I'm assuming with the handgun.
The handgun. Yeah. I'm going to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're more than fine. You're within the range.
Does a 5 hit?
A 5 does hit. Yes.
Hell yeah. Shoot it for 8 damages.
All right. So you shoot this like superheated area of blood with your bullet, and I mean it disrupts it a little bit, but it doesn't seem to have that much of an effect because you're shooting a tiny little bullet into a giant superheated area.
Yeah, that's fair.
Under
That's
liquid.
just kind of like Jack's first instinct is like, we're under attack, time to shoot back.
You're basically shooting a cloud underwater.
Yes. Yeah, Jack doesn't really have much magic he can do yet or anything like that, so does my being on my vehicle allow me to move
Yeah,
more than an immediate distance?
I'm gonna give you, without having to roll, you can basically move an extra distance category than you normally could. So
So I can move like
you can move a short
Like
without
50
having to
meters?
roll, or technically a long with a speed roll. But that's like, this isn't a very big map, so you're pretty much good wherever, like within 15 meters.
no, this is Jack's bike. He wouldn't do that. I was gonna ram the fucking haze, but I was like, no, that's Jack wouldn't do that. Yeah, he's gonna like, I guess fucking, because he saw Carson spin out, he's gonna try and boot over there, I guess.
So
that'll be my turn.
Okay, you're gonna boot that direction, just to see if you can help out or something like that. You know what? I feel bad.
Yeah, like get close.
You guys have been burning through a lot of experience tonight, and I feel bad. So I'm gonna give you an option of a GM intrusion.
Okay, sure.
Because I'm being nice.
Take it.
For I am kind.
I'm a benevolent god.
Give it to
All right, Xerxes.
Carson. I think that's the right one.
Okay, so you head that direction. You're like, okay, I'm going over there. I'm gonna see if I can help. It looks like he's starting to calm down, but it's at that point that like a tendril pops up as he's spinning, and it actually like knocks the car in a direction you didn't expect, which ends up hitting your bike, which actually separates you from your bike, causing you to like float a little bit. And there's a like slight damage to your bike as well. We're just gonna say that your bike is like here.
Okay, and that's at the end of where's my bike? It's right over there.
Yeah, that little scribble I put there.
Okay, I have a thing. I'm going to use. I don't think I have to. It's an enabler, so I think I just pay this. But after my action on my turn, I can move up to a short distance or get beneath cover within an immediate range. Can I just move back to my bike? Jack like gets knocked off and he like just kicks off. His swimmer instincts kick in and he just like pushes himself over to it.
So you get back to the bike. The bike is not running at the moment. Something stalled out when it got hit. Like I said, it was slightly damaged.
Yeah. He said that. He's like, oh shit, fuck. But he's got his bike at least. That's my turn.
Doc, you are free floating in the Icar medium next to this superheated. You could feel the wash of heat over you. What are you doing here?
I am going to. This thing's right next. I'm gonna hit it with onslaught.
Okay, all right. Physical or mental?
The physical. I don't think these things have a mind of their own. So, I mean, I don't want to guess. I want to just attack it with this specter ray, this black specter ray that I'm gonna fire from my hand. Just see what happens. Let's spend.
Let's be nice. Let's do. So you can actually see like the health bars.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's enough. So that's two points, right?
4 points physical.
Right. It's more on the physical. It's only the mental that's okay. So 4 points. A single target ray. Okay, so you shoot out this like special beam cannon here. Shoot out this like ray towards it and whatnot, and it does go through and it does disrupt it a bit, but it doesn't seem to do that much. It seemed to be about as effective as the bullets were as you shoot this like large cloud.
Question: does the 18 get the extra bonus damage from the ability as it would from, say, a weapon?
Yes, it
goes. Okay, I didn't know if it was the same or something.
Yeah, it should actually, but it still doesn't seem to do anything extra. It's just as effective as the bullet was shooting into this cloud.
Okay. And you said this. It feels warm.
Yes.
In here.
Yes. These things are like superheated areas. All right. Are you moving? You're good? Okay. Duke.
Yeah, I'm going to stay where I'm at right now.
See, your car is back slightly further. I'm gonna have you as a player make a call on where Cash might move the car.
I think he's gonna try and ram one of these things.
All right.
Honestly, yeah.
Well, he runs everything over.
He would.
No,
You're
right.
I'm not gonna argue that.
They have like
too.
fans on them now too.
That like little propellers in the back or something like that type thing. Like you're basically in a car-shaped submersible. It's not airtight.
But as we're driving to it, I am going to use the 50 cal that's attached to the car. Because I don't know that they're not doing any work, so.
Yeah, no, give her. Give her. It's a good roll.
17 points of damage.
All right, you do this, and once again, it seems barely effective.
God. 17 barely does anything.
I'm gonna have you. No, I'm gonna roll on behalf of Cash. He should be actually restored. There we go. Driving. Yeah, he'd be driving. Okay. And like I won't kill him or anything for it, but I am gonna have him apply effort here, I think. You can do. Yeah. All right. Interesting way this mechanics for this work. So he goes through and he like drives. He basically, I'm moving you guys here as he basically drives the car through it. The car, you can see the paint in the car like peel a little bit as you drive through this superheated blood. But he actually does a significant amount disrupting this cloud. Leo, you're just floating there, just peacefully. Gnarly, dude.
Could we say as the car was driving by, like kicked off of it to like get a little bit of momentum, just kick the haze?
I give it. Yeah, it's not mechanically giving you anything, so that's just flavor shit. Yeah, fucking give her.
This was going by and like just drifting, and I seen the car coming up, just pushed off just to do this basically. It's the crushing blow. I think I got to land and attack first.
Okay, all right. It does like less damage, but it dazes them or whatever. 3 is not going to be enough, however.
I'll try to re-roll that for sure. Roll the fist.
You're gonna roll a 1, you know it.
Oh,
no, he got it.
There's a 1 on it. There is a 1.
Yeah.
He got it. All right, so crushing blow. So yeah, you do less damage, which is fine because you're only kind of doing minimum damage anyways for some reason. But somehow you disrupted a little bit.
This was the ability there.
Yeah,
doing like a kick, like both kick, just to add a little bit more damage to it.
Oh, and make sure you pay the cost for it as well if you haven't.
Yeah, the points came off.
Oh, okay, good.
Said 4 points of my.
Yeah, so
for some reason.
Oh, that's not what I thought it was. I thought it was like the dazing blow one.
Yeah, that's a different one.
That's a different one. This is the apply effort on the attack. You get a free level of effort on the damage. Oh, I see. So, did you apply a level of effort on the attack?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you get a free level of effort on the damage. So that technically, instead of 2 damage, would have been 5 damage. Okay, so you got like that extra oomph off the car, and you got something that like should have like almost shattered a regular person's skull. But once again, it just kind of, you take a little bit of the cloud with you. Your pant leg boils a little bit, but it doesn't do too much to it. Carson, you are spinning like a washing machine.
Of course. And
I'm doing another GM intrusion that I'm not giving you an experience point for. The dog vomits in the back seat.
Wow, I just got this thing. Fido, what the fuck, dude?
He's like there holding on for dear life.
This car is sentient, too. You just puked on I'm gonna be sick too. God. I try to level it out, but I want to do it in such a way that I kind of fucking Beyblade spin into this hungry haze.
Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah. I am going to say it's basically it's going to be a like you're driving, like your speed you're driving. I am going to say it's going to be hindered by 1 as you're trying to like get control of it. And it's still a fairly difficult task. Not crazy, but difficult enough.
This one.
Not including the hindrance.
Carson's great at this. Let's go.
Is he now?
I'll XP to reroll.
Okay.
Somebody gave me an XP. Let's just.
Wow. The dice hate you guys tonight.
Fucking tough.
How did you only have a +1 and then you got a +3?
I don't know. It should be -1 + 2 because I used 2 things of effort. And I had a hindrance. So whatever it was, it should have been -1 + 2.
Skill level practiced, and then you apply 2 levels of effort.
Oh, +3. Yeah, some practice.
Yeah, that makes no sense. It's weird.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Ripka.
By the way, yeah, that's still not high enough. So unfortunately. All right, so you do that, but like you just kind of like you get in. I'm gonna say you stopped spinning for the moment, but instead you've kind of gotten tangled in some of those like weird fleshy tendril things that hang off of the sides. So it's almost like equivalent of like stuck in the mud situation.
And it smells like Fido's pepperoni puke.
Yeah. Good thing for you, because you're submersed in a liquid, it's floating around the cabin and not necessarily settling on the seat.
Yeah, that makes it better, right? That definitely makes it better.
All right. The Hungry Haze next to Doc. Doc, it is an attempting to envelop you.
Envelope.
Just think of it as a warm hug. It's Olaf. He loves
Yeah.
warm hugs.
How would you like to defend?
I guess a speed defense. Yeah, just try to,
Yeah, you're not strapped into a vehicle, so I'll let you try to like dodge out of the way of it.
Yeah. Nothing really makes sense when you're floating in a vein.
No, this is high cinematic action bullshit. It doesn't have to make sense. You do actually manage to get out of the way. You backstroked like just enough that you're able to get past, and like the shimmer's right in front of you. You can feel the heat, like to the point where like your skin feels like it tightens a bit, but it's not enough that actually like it hurts you. And then it just kind of hovers there. The one that just got driven through with a car, I guess is going to go after Leo as you just tried to like kick through it. It's attempting to envelop in on you as well. How would you like to defend?
I'm just trying to like swim away, like swim on my hands, like get back, bastard.
All right, speed defense.
Swim away, like kicking his feet. Final's going crazy. He's puking again.
Yeah, go ahead and speed defense. Oh shit! Major effect.
Wasn't expecting the 20. I was expecting a 1 more.
Yeah, right. So yeah, I guess you're getting some karma here going on. So you are easily getting out of the way, and you're getting a major effect. Do you have any ideas for a major effect?
Only thing I'm thinking of is just I'm trying to like swim away, and like it misses me, and kind of like the wave of it missing me just pushes me away a bit more. I don't know.
Yeah, if you want to get some more distance out of it, you could do that if you wanted.
Yeah, like him, the combination of him wiggling and yeah.
All right, you got some more distance just in case. All right, sure, no problem.
Perfect.
All right, Jack, you're at your bike, which is like sort of like floating there against one of the walls, and like the one side like frame is it's a little bent, but it's not like anything major, and it just looks like the bike's stalled out.
Okay, yeah. So can I turn it back on or whatever?
You get on, you're able to like kickstart it.
All right, yeah. Jack will do that. He gets on it. He's like, okay, thank God my bike's still working. And then I guess I see this one haze is pretty fucked up. So I think what I'll do is I will shoot at it. Yeah.
Shoot up. Yeah, because I think you can shoot a short distance. It's within a short distance.
Let's see. Let's do this.
Because I'll let you guys know now. If you're firing guns or anything, they're considered one range category shorter than normal because of being under thick viscous fluid.
Makes sense. I'm gonna do an effort to ease too. Fuck it. Actually,
because if you've ever seen videos of someone shooting a gun underwater, it goes like boop and stops.
I shoot the wounded one for 18 damage.
2 20s in a row. Let's go.
All right. Yeah. Single target though, so it doesn't seem to be doing much. I'd give you the major effect instead of the extra damage if you'd like. Oops.
Oh, the major effect it would be like what?
Can you think of anything? Actually, you know what? I'd allow the major effect to be that the regular damage could all apply.
Yeah, I'll do that. Sure.
Okay, so how much is the damage if it wasn't bonus?
14.
14. Okay, so that's gonna take it out.
Okay. Yeah, that works for me. Jack just fires like one big fucking shot from his handgun or whatever, and stashes it and kind of drives over here, I guess, to kind of get more like a vantage point on there, and that's my turn.
All right. Doc.
You see Doc kind of swimming there, just confused, and after like the sensories of heat and these things living in heat kind of goes through his brain for a minute. He reaches deep down inside to that voice that's been talking to him, and his body begins to shift, and the scales become like ice spikes, and his form goes into a quadrupedal form, and he turns into this dire ice wolf, and goes to snap bite at this hungry haze.
Oh, ice wolf form. Let's just use this for it, so that I remember that you've got it. Coolio. Yeah. Yeah, it's because it's demon shape. All right, so you turn into an ice wolf. All right. And are you moving in at all?
I think I'm right. Am I right next to him still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your action was a shape change.
Oh,
right?
my action is to change into it. Okay. Yep. Well then, let me do this. Before Duke goes, I will use the ability Know What to Do. You can act immediately even if it's not your turn.
Oh yeah, you can do that. And then you just get like a hindrance on the next action or something like that, isn't it?
On my next action, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
So I'm
Give
gonna snap at it.
Now you can snap at it. Snap at it like a Karen in a department store. With a good roll. You guys are starting to like make up for these bad rolls from before.
Up. So that's gonna be 3 points of damage plus 1 point of damage from cold. If that matters.
Okay.
And,
all right. And then either a minor effect or the +3 damage.
Could I minor effect? That might be major. Like, basically, I'm picturing this thing as like this heated floating thing. Could I like freeze it a little bit and maybe make it a little slower on its attack or movement on its next turn?
Just to apply like one level of a hindrance. Yeah, I'd allow it. I'd give that. So you're it's still not the most effective attack in the world, but you, because of the cold, it did more than like the bullets and stuff are doing. It did seem to be slightly more effective damage wise. And then you were able to sort of linger there just for a moment long enough to it sort of became a little frosty and slowed. You slowed its thermals down.
Perfect. All right.
I like it.
Sending it to Dookie.
Duke, what's the car and you doing, Dookie?
Really? Jeez.
All right,
I
Green
wonder why
Day.
Doc keeps getting shot.
Green Day album. What are you doing?
Basically getting Cash to run this one over as well.
All right. I will have him.
I'm not shooting at it because I realized like my gunshots didn't do anything. It was only after
fuck.
that it.
Jesus fuck.
320s like the past 2 minutes.
So, can I? Like, I mean, you're probably thinking what I'm thinking.
Sure.
It's
What's
partially frozen. Car goes through.
that? Yeah, it's donezo. Like it's donezo. That was going to be the end of that combat. Yeah, it just kind of like shatters and disperses it. Like at this, you couldn't really see them before, but there were these very tiny like marble-sized beads at the center, and it kind of like shatters it as it goes through. And that is the end of those.
That was a vicious roll.
Carson gets out of his car or his submarine with a bag of kitty litter, goes up to like the back of it and starts pouring it where it's stuck.
Insta clumps from the
Where
blood.
did you get cat litter?
Every good driver keeps cat litter in their roadside kit. What are you talking about?
In case you get stuck in a snowstorm.
You lived in Arizona.
That is true. That is very, very true.
The BMW wasn't in Arizona though. It was on Plane Breaker.
I don't think Jerry's the type to keep a proper roadside kit, though.
Yeah, and it was originally from Arizona. Still has Arizona plates.
Yeah.
But what thankful, like even if you were to pour it, once again, you're in a liquid. It's not like it's like, and the car's like semi sideways. Like it would sink. I mean, cat litter is just clay. But you would also get like murky like clay dust in the stuff, and like the puke. You think you can just kind of like shoo it out of the car for the most part. Like some of it kind of around, like you might inhale a couple particles of it and stuff. The dog, like you know how the dogs get that like sheepish, like I'm sorry, like look, like I did a bad thing. Like despite the fact that he still has glowing red eyes and is a demon dog, he's still kind of has that look about him. Like I'm sorry.
I'm just happy he's not trying to eat it again.
Would he be all crazy because of the blood too, or does he not like a vampire dog?
No, he's not. He's not like a vampire dog. He's more like straight up demon dog. Yeah, it's it's technically they're not. Technically, he's not a dog. He's just a demon in dog shape.
Swim back over to the cars. Carson's cleaning it out. Damn, Fido. Told you guys taking this dog was a bad idea.
Don't blame Fido,
You
dude.
clean your car if you buff out the bike when we get back.
We don't blame Fido. Look at you're pouring sand all over the place.
And speaking
What,
of
dude?
dogs, like you look over and like Doc is still like an ice wolf. Like the viscous blood around him is like crystal, like there's a bit of crystallizing about him and stuff like that.
And what the fuck's going on there?
Jack, did you get
Swim
another
over.
dog?
Maybe.
I swim
Come here.
over
Well, belly rubs.
and
Come here.
I swim over to Jack and I kind of like put both my paws on his
Jack,
shoulders.
Jack like flips him up on his back, so he's like cradling him and he's like giving him belly rubs. He's like, "Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yeah.
We got enough dogs.
No, we need more."
Oh gosh. And then
You know that's a bit fucked up, right?
No, that's fine.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. It looks kind of weird to me too, Duke. But like, I cuddled with Pep Ironi, so I can't say much.
Yeah, but he's an actual dog.
I did the same thing with Fido, and he's also an actual dog.
He's an actual dog, and he had a conversation with him. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, Fido just kind of shrugs at that. Which is
This
weird.
place is super fucking weird.
You've never seen a dog shrug before?
Doc shrugs.
Yeah, Duke, you're still in the car with the two vampires that are just like, they're barely able to concentrate at the moment. They feel so fucking high right now. It's like it's like a 1980s investor being in a swimming pool full of cocaine.
All right, Cash, let me drive. You're too crazy.
He's for like the first time ever, he'll actually like give it up.
Well, man, you guys good over there? That door's all dented up.
Yeah, these two are. It's like they just did like a pound of cocaine each. I don't know what's going on.
Well, thank God they put Susie through those two clouds. I was just fucking spinning around over here.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to drive, Carson.
You gotta fucking buckle up, officer.
Yeah, isn't wearing a seatbelt like
It's
not
a
wearing
law.
one illegal? Yeah.
Listen, I was trying to climb onto the roof to shoot out, you know?
Isn't that also illegal?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure cops aren't supposed to climb out of their cars and shoot at people. That's like a biker thing.
Yeah, I don't see. There's no laws here. Were you talking about those no laws about stealing back in the other place? So.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'd like to get out of
No,
this
that
place.
was the fucking vampire. I think. I don't know.
I think that we're in Yavaki.
You what?
What?
Huh?
I mean, the way karma has been working for me, where like every place has a fucking pizza planet, and I just get like turned ugly and shit. I think that we're in Yavaki.
And he's at a pizza planet?
Inhaling the fucking blood.
Yes. What else can I inhale? It's all blood.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
So Yavaki's at Pizza Planet, and we're inside Yavaki right now.
Do you think there's a pizza planet here? There
We're
can't
inside it.
be.
Probably,
There can't be
yeah.
a pizza planet here. There just can't.
I guarantee you would probably walk into one.
There can't be, man. I couldn't handle it. Just please, no. No.
Look, honestly, I'd kill for a Pizza Planet right now because my cigarettes are soaked in fucking blood. And I just, you know, need that nicotine.
Think how big. We could just order one pizza and think how big it is. We're like this small. If we're
Wait.
on a blood vessel.
Wait,
No, it's
how are
gonna
you
be
gonna
like
get
an
nicotine
outside
from?
pizza.
How are you gonna get nicotine from a pizza planet?
I'm not. I would kill for a pizza to like satisfy any craving. You know how long it's been since I had Pizza Planet? I didn't even have any when we got some last time.
You just get cigarettes on your pizza?
Yeah, I'd eat a cigarette on my pizza. Fuck it, why not? Throw some fucking Coke on there and like some other stuff. What do we call that? The Ohio breakfast?
Hey. Can we go? Let's get out of here.
Yeah, talking about all these drugs is making me want to do drugs, and I don't want them to get wet, so.
But yeah, let's keep fucking moving.
All right. So you keep moving along into, once again, it's weaving corridors. It expands and contracts. There's different like offshoots. You're probably because you said you wanted to head downstream, I guess, per se. So you're probably going with the current when it's like sloshing and like moving forward or everything, right?
Yeah, probably.
So, okay, as you're going along here, you finally get to what seems to be like an open, like a very open bulbous cavern type thing. So much so that once again, you can't see the edges of it because it's so vast, and the haze is like, it's clear-ish, but it becomes that red haze eventually. And in this is another one of those like forests of these like fleshy tendril things. But you also see in this, there's like not mountains, but they're mounds of like this cancerous flesh like sticking up out of the forests. And in this area, coming out of the haze, you see a massive iron object shaped a lot like an arrowhead, stretched out at least probably good like 10 meters in length, maybe a little bit longer actually. And it spews this like tornado of bubbles behind it in its wake. A single crystalline eye like object looks out from the front of this structure, flashing with golden light, and it just seems to be it's not like heading towards you, it just seems to be going through the area. It's this large, like arrow shaped, like almost like a stealth bomber style like craft.
We gotta steal one of those.
What the hell is that thing? What do you mean we're gonna see one of those? Do you know what that is? I don't.
It looks like a stealth bomber. I bet Duke could fly it.
Yeah, Duke knows how to fly. He said he'd teach me how to fly. Let's go. That's just where my brain went. Like, you know, oh, look at that. That's a cool, fun vehicle. Let's go steal it, but maybe we shouldn't.
What if there's like a guy inside of it?
We kill him.
I would assume there's someone inside of it. Do you think it's just... If there's no one inside of it, that just means it's free.
If I see a plane type thing, I'm going for it.
It looks like an underwater plane. Like it looks like a what is it? The stealth bomber type thing.
Like
the
black V thing there with the...
Yeah, it looks kind of like that, but it's underwater, and it's more. It's not black. It's like an iron. Like it looks like an iron structure.
Yeah, I'm going for it.
All right.
I've seen these before.
What if this is like an antibiotic, and it sees us as like a virus, and then it tries to kill us, like on that one episode of Magic Pool?
Is it solid, like one solid object, or is it rigid, like with?
It looks like it's metal
like
plates,
doors?
like riveted together. Like it's quite obviously a unnatural structure.
I'm going to it. I'm getting out of the car. Like
All
I'm
right.
leaving Cash to his car.
I'll pull up with him
I guess swim over to it.
carefully.
Go over to where I would go into the cockpit of the normal.
Okay. You get over to it, and as you're getting like closer to it, you can see like the crystalline like eye structure in the front is translucent, and you actually see like a humanoid figure inside of it. And the
knock on the window.
The vehicle actually, like it slows down. The individual like leaves, and it seems to venture further into the vehicle before you hear through the sloshing and pulsing and everything some sort of mechanical sound from like underneath the vehicle. And there seems to be like almost like a ramp that goes down, but it's just floating there, of course, like it didn't have to land or anything. There's a lean like fairly well I want to say like fairly well fit individual. Although she is covered in a network of various tattoos, but the tattoos seem to be like numbers and diagrams, and even sometimes some of them look almost map-like in nature. And they, like, whenever there's anything that resembles something that might be letters or numbers or something, like everything seems to be oriented as if it's so that she can see and reference it on her own body fairly easily. As a result, she wears very little in the way of clothing. She seems it's so that she can see as much of her body as possible, but she does seem to have what looks to be some sort of, you're guessing, firearm at her hip. But she also seems to come out with what looks like a small staff with like a glowing gem on the end of it as well. And she just stands there expectantly, like sort of waiting for you to say the first thing.
Might find aircraft you got here, or what? Watercraft, bloodcraft? I don't know what you want to call it. Kind of reminds me of the B2 spirits from back home.
Yeah. Thanks. Yes, this is the Iron Voyager. I wasn't expecting people here. This is a rare day. I'm Lucy Morafel.
Duke.
Hello, Duke. What brings all of you to Sanguine? Specifically the Wood of Blood and Flesh.
That's what they call this place.
This region of the Sanguine, yes.
Blood and what? There's more places.
As she comes out of the vehicle, and like you can see her a little bit more clearly now, she's fully exiting. She's not like at first you're like, okay, fit woman, stuff like that, but then you start to see like other parts of her, like on her running along her back and her one arm and stuff. There's like these lumpy cancerous protrusions that make her, now that you see her clearly, a little bit more misshapen than you first thought she would be.
You know where the toe is?
The toe?
Yeah, like of God.
Oh, you're not. Oh, maybe. Yes,
I think it's yes or no question.
Well, not in places like this. It's not. You're looking for a toe of God. I mean, that's going to be relative.
Sanguine proclaiming themselves as the God?
It's like a toe around here.
I can say there's nothing here that has proclaimed itself a god, but I mean, there's the Soma.
Soma. What?
It is the greatest thing here. It is why I'm here. It is the connective center of this place, and I will bind with it one day.
I don't even know what that means, but all right.
So, what is the Soma, though?
I don't know. It sounds kinky.
Oh, simmer down there, Duke.
Well, the Soma's, like I said, sort of like a connective center of the Sanguine of this. You see, I'm a blood wizard. Maybe the first blood wizard? Yeah.
Now, what's a blood wizard? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, someone that focuses in the magic of this place and, of course, of all of the people here.
Are there people here?
She actually goes over. She actually goes over and like brushes the top of one of the weird fleshy tree things. She's like, "Yes, right here."
Jack like waves at one of the weird fleshy tree things and is like, "Hello, do you know where the toe is?"
They can't hear you. These are the protrusions of living creatures from their world into this one. The Sanguine connects any living creature that has blood.
Like this is the root of blood of all other living creatures elsewhere? Is that what you're saying?
It's a transitive plane of blood that overlaps all living creatures.
So wait, is there other versions of us here? Wait, how did I think of that?
Is there gonna be a blood jack?
Am I smart?
Is there a what? A blood what?
So you're telling us we're not in a giant dude?
No, you're in the Sanguine. This is a plane of a connective plane of blood and life.
What happens if we like break through one of these walls?
You like the walls of the like the tunnels?
Yeah.
No, it's just more flesh underneath. You'll probably die, get attacked, so to speak. The defenders of the Sanguine would deal with you, I would say.
Well, can
Do
you
mind
tell
if
us
I
about
look
the
at your
defenders
map,
of
your
Sanguine?
tattoos?
Oh, sorry. What was? There was too much at once.
You go, Boomer.
Do you mind if I take a closer look at your tattoos? They're intriguing me.
Oh, of course. Most of it's just really mapping to get through the tunnels. I have some equations here for my early research into the Soma.
Is when I'm looking at the map, that like what seems to be the map that she's tattooed on herself, are there a lot of dead ends? Do they look like they eventually go to a dead end, or is it more circular?
There's a mixture. Like there's a lot of them that seem unfinished.
Okay. What happened here when you were mapping the place? Did you just stop, or did you run into something dangerous?
I just stopped. I don't like to venture too far from the core, since it is my reason for being here.
Anything that you've run into that made you turn around for other reasons other than being too far from the core?
Oh, there are dangerous things here for sure. The Iron Voyager helps me, thankfully.
She said the core. Soma, are these places? Like a Soma a place?
It is a place and a thing. Yes.
Like a place here?
Yes.
We
Yes.
haven't seen nothing, just but tunnels.
Is it tattooed on you? Like, do you have Soma on your tattoos?
No. Yes, and it's that way. I could point you where it is. There's not much you could do to harm it, so I don't care.
And what? There's like people there.
No, the Soma. No one, no one knows what it is. We just have theories.
Is it just like a big red mass?
White, actually, a tangle of fleshy white fibers with blue sparks that rapidly pulse. So if each one of these trees connects to a living creature, imagine what something as large and complex as that connects to. I believe it is a living connection to a god.
Wait,
Hey guys, what if it's the World Eater?
what if like we're in a giant dude who's just the world eater?
We're just inside the World Eater right now.
Whoa.
Oh,
What if that's the thing?
it would be destroying itself. This is just another plane that it would be eating. Would it eat itself? That would be a little.
I mean, what if it's so big that it's its own plane? And it's just like
Pretend its
it's
own
swallows
plane?
up all the other planes. That's what it's doing. What if?
Just I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. It could. I'm not saying it's wrong, but we were sent on this adventure because all worlds are threatened and on all planes of existence. So if this one's inside of it, then that's counterintuitive to the task.
What are you doing out here?
Looking to evolve.
Into what?
It's my own business.
Well, like one of them Pokemon things.
What?
And you want to evolve, like, we got like a well thing that you can just like throw yourself into and...
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it though.
Yeah, I made him ugly.
Yeah, it made me ugly. That's why I got these
Weren't you always
things
ugly?
on. I was a beautiful, beautiful man. My Instagram had over 50k followers. You know how hard that is?
No.
They probably liked your car.
No, my car had its own Instagram, of course.
How did you get to 50,000? Like every pizza delivered, you ask them like and subscribe or whatever?
I just thirst posting, you know.
I don't know what a lot of those words you just said mean. Except
Neither do
Sorry, I'm
I.
in this
Yeah,
pizza.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of what you say is kind of the same thing for us.
To be fair.
To be fair,
To be fair.
That's true. You have
But, like-
interesting vehicles here. That's very different than mine.
Can we get a vehicle like yours? You like-
Mine is a Magitech vehicle from the world of Katutra.
What is that? What do those words mean?
Or I think I might have just said that wrong. Katura.
really?
That's
Where is
where
Katura?
I'm from. Katura. It's another world, another place.
Kind of weird that it looks like a
I-
B2.
I have. Listen, I don't live in this ship. I just use this to get around. Would you like to come back to my place and we can talk further?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
We literally know nothing of this land, and we need all the guidance we can possibly get.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're travelers from another place like you, but obviously not here.
Yes, this is the Iron Voyager from Katura. If you follow it, I can take you back to my home. I call it the Pizza Planet.
No, the fuck you don't. Listen, Lucy.
Oh hell yeah, they got Pizza Planet,
No,
dude. What
you listen,
Not
Lucy.
planet? No.
do you guys
Alright.
got there? Like
You guys have a good day. We'll find somebody else to help us.
What?
I want the blood za.
We'll go to the Soma that way.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Give me extra blood clots on mine.
What? Blood
can I-
clots? And I mean, we do have like a blood sausage that I put on. Like I make this. I don't have a name for it, but it's like this large flatbread that we like I put various
put
ingredients
toppings
on.
and stuff
Yeah,
on it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I've invented it actually. I don't know what to name it yet, but it's my own invention of a food.
Our species does the same thing. We call it pizza.
Person
Oh.
punches the wall, like the blood wall, as hard as he can.
It's squishy, like it.
Calm down, Carson. You break your hand punching that.
I don't think you will.
But yeah, if you would like to follow me back to the Pizza Planet, then
No,
we can.
I wouldn't. I
Okay.
really wouldn't.
All right.
I mean, I'm down to go. Free food, man. Plus, I don't think they're gonna make you work a shift. Sounds like it's abandoned.
It's not abandoned. It's my home, and I do have like
Right.
people there that work for me.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Can I ride with you?
Mine's more of a one-woman craft.
Oh,
But yeah.
this thing kind of gives me some flashbacks. and
Tell you what,
memories.
follow me or don't. That's up to you.
What are the chances of you here letting Duke here drive it for you?
None.
He really loves. It looks exactly like a ship back from where we're from, and he used to be like the best at piloting them. But we haven't been there in a long time. He hasn't been able to pilot one.
Well,
It would mean a lot to him.
Mr. Duke, are you an artificer?
Yes.
An art of what? I'm a pilot.
Well, for the Magitech, can you work the runes for the interface?
Let me see.
Pretty much the same
Okay.
thing, right? A pilot, artificer.
I'm sure you
She
could just- it's
she
just like
brings
slap
you
it.
inside, and it's a stone tablet that looks like it has like Norse style like runes on them, like little like small like runic tablets that seem to be arranged. That like she like quickly arranges them, and like this like energy like roils across it and whatnot. And she's like that.
I want to try it and see if like the stuff is kind of in the same spot as like
Alright,
a regular
alright.
Earth plane.
And it's weird because like this is obviously like straight up fucking magic, but it's connected to a circuit board with like wires. Because according to the description, this is full on like magic and technology fused. It's Magitech.
I'm gonna look at it and see if I can kind of guesstimate what some of the symbols are. Like for like a throttle, like you could see like a throttle gauge, or like, you know what I mean? Like
it'll be an intellect task. I'm gonna let you know now. It's not easy because this is like
piloting. Does that work?
No.
Oh, that's
because you're just trying to figure out the interface and just like how to start it, basically. Never mind actually moving it.
Well, this might not go over well then. I have no, that's the wrong thing. No.
You have no idea.
No. Took half my int to roll that too.
Yeah, you have no idea. Like you sit there and you like burst a fucking blood vessel. Like I no. Well,
accidentally pushes the accelerator.
Tell you what, if you guys stick around for long enough, I'll take you. Maybe I can give you some lessons or something.
I like that.
Good. Okay. Follow me and or don't. I guess I don't know. It's up to you. She like looks at Carson, but I'm going back home.
I'm not fucking going back to Pizza Planet.
It's
There's
not
no
pizza.
Way.
There's no Pizza Planet here. It's Pizza Planet.
I can't fucking do it, man. I can't fucking do it, man. It's not even
the same thing. It's Pizza Planet. Besides, it couldn't be any worse than prison.
It's my home, so I hope not.
Come on, Carson. We've all been in uncomfortable situations on this entire adventure. I think you can make it through one evening.
One more fucking Pizza Planet.
If I have to be near you guys and it's very uncomfortable, I think you can handle this.
We need all the information we can get. We're kind of lost right now.
And with that, we are going to end for the night because I think that's a good time to end. We're like right at that time. And this way, when we do pick it up later, which is going to be a few weeks from now, Cash should hopefully be rejoining us, and he can be there for you guys having a chit chat and hopefully getting a little bit more info dump and everything from her and such as we do like a social encounter.
Are we here next week?
Yeah.
Are we?
17th?
Oh yeah, sorry, we will be here next week. It's the 2 weeks after that we'll have off. Yeah. So if everyone is up for it, yes, we would be here next week. Thank you. Yeah, we'll discuss to make sure, but yeah, I forgot. I kept thinking it was like a week later than it was. So yeah, so hopefully we'll be back next week and we'll see what's going on then. That would be sweet. And then you guys can see if you can figure out as you go to the Pizza Planet and all of that good stuff. So as always, everyone here's a streamer, content creator, whatever, some presence on the internet, good or bad, up to you. Go ahead, and the links are in the doobly-doo below. Check them out. Everyone's awesome for the most part. Yeah, they're all right. I don't really like any of them. And I think that's about it for today. We will be back again next week.